Hello and welcome to Disc Golf Stream's coverage of the Copenhagen Open 2023. First stop on the European Pro Tour, we have MPO final round coverage here. I'm Andrew Gump.
I'm Victor Torgestad, sitting here and smiling because we have seen a lot of great things this weekend, and we are very excited to see how it all plays out on day 3. Who is going to take it down?
Yeah, we got a really tight battle, three-way tie at the top from beautiful Valbyparken in the heart of Copenhagen. It's a really wonderful place to play disc golf, and they've done a great job setting it up for this big European Pro Tour debut here in 2023 season.
And we are going to have 4 exciting players on the lead card. It's a 3-way tie for the lead right now. One of them, of course, being the reigning champion, Daniel Davidsson. We saw him already on day 1, where we were a little bit disappointed. He didn't really play to his expectations, got fired up like halfway through that first round, and then really showed class yesterday, got himself up to the lead. We were a little bit surprised still to see him there, but I guess we shouldn't be.
Well, he got off to a slow start, but he's been doing his military service, so he didn't get a chance to practice as much in the off-season as he would have liked to. So it's not too surprising to see him off to that slow start, but he finished that first round strong, and then he came out yesterday and did everything he had to do to get himself back into that top position.
And you always want to see the reigning champion on the lead card, and we are going to do just that today, Daniel Davidsson. And tied with him, the Estonian Mauri Vilman, and him we had on the lead card yesterday, and it was a lot of ups and downs for him. But
yeah, he battled tough. It was looking like he was going to drop, out of the picture, and he just kind of hung in there. And at the end of the day, he was right there on top still somehow. It wasn't too impressive, but I guess he did what he had to do.
Yeah, really, really good player. I was especially impressed by his forehand that he showed some just crazy shots with.
He did have some moments of brilliance for sure.
Also tied for the lead is Samuel Henninen, one of the Finnish guys who's always up there, but rarely in the lead. But I'm not surprised at all to see him in the share for that lead, and excited to see what he can do today. Here's the chase card teeing off.
No, this is the highlights. From
the highlights, sorry.
Yep.
But we're gonna see Rasmus Saukoriipi there on either second or third card. I don't have it right now in my head.
He dropped off a little bit, and he took a double bogey on hole 1 already. He's already off on the course. But yeah, it was really nice to watch him play yesterday. He definitely showed off some of his really amazing skills, but he also struggled a little bit and kind of just fell off the pace there near the end of the round.
But he is definitely a player who's gonna get his breakout win anytime soon. It's just a matter of time for Rasmus Saukoriipi. Another young, exciting player is the one who's currently at the 3rd place after 2 rounds, Hjalmar Fredriksson, the Swede.
Yeah, that's an exciting storyline there. He's 16 years old, is that right?
Something like that, 15, 16.
So impressive to be on the final round lead card here at the opening event of the European season.
I would actually say that Hjalmar probably is the 2nd best Swedish player right now, and of course in quite a few other good players around him. But if I would pick one behind Linus Karlsson from Sweden, I would probably pick Hjalmar Fredriksson. And I did pick him as one of my favorites for the win beforehand on our podcast, Inside Disc Golf. And
great pick.
Yeah, a lefty who plays forehand with his right hand, so it's a bit different from what we're usually seeing from lefties, but
this was the shot of the day.
I shape all kinds of lines. Yeah,
Sorry
Otto Mäkinen there.
This was a really nice highlight. Straight out of the hand. You could see it tracking all the way, and he just came up a tad bit short of the ace, but it was right on the pole, right on line.
Otto Mäkinen, we're going to see him on the chase card today, and we're going to try to follow them as much as we can. But it's so tight in the field. We still have absolutely no idea who's going to take down the win here. It could be 20, 30 different players still.
Yeah, it's kind of unusual that we're in this position where there isn't anybody really pulling away, that even, down on the 2nd, 3rd, 4th cards, there's people that could potentially go on a heater and be, right there in the mix come down to the end of this. I can happily report that the weather has improved significantly since the last 2 days. We had really awfully strong winds there in the tumble dryer, as they call it. Very swirling wind in Valbyparken, but it was like howling, and really tough to deal with. But today the winds are down, the sun is shining, it's warmed up. it's perfect conditions for a Sunday in the park, and we're going to see some hot scores.
Yeah, I really think so. Hot round yesterday, Puro Jotsen, you can see it there at 8th place after 2 rounds, 11 down, and he was actually 12 down through 12 yesterday.
Yeah, insane.
With an eagle on hole 10. So
insanely hot start. He definitely cooled down there at the end and even gave one back, but 11 down, still the hot round by 2 strokes. I mean, what a heater he was on to start his day. Yeah, and he made himself into the top 10 after being +2 on day 1. And that's like unheard of.
We're already seeing a few scores today that is not really matching, but extremely close. Right now, hot round, Apo Karhi, he is 10 down through 11.
That is wild.
We're going to see some big moves today. It's not moving day anymore. That was yesterday, but still. A lot of action coming from behind, and yeah,
it's good a day as any to make some moves. Charges your way up there into the top.
Lukas Rokkanen also, let's mention him, 9 down through 13.
Yep.
So many good players. I can sit here all day and talk about great scores, but we're gonna soon tee off with our lead card in just a few minutes. But let's keep an eye on the leaderboard because things are happening all the time.
Yeah, you can check in on UDisc for all your live scoring needs and statistics. It's a really, really fantastic tool and resource for the disc golf community.
And we are going to hear in a few seconds an interview with the leader and reigning champion, Daniel Davidsson. And I'm really excited to hear what he has to say.
It'll be great to see how he feels about everything that's transpired so far. And we'll kind of try to get a gauge of how he's feeling, how much confidence he has going into this final round. He's been here before. I mean, he had a really pretty big lead last year when he was in this position, but so it's going to be a little tighter. But yeah, let's hear what he has to say.
Yes, Daniel Davidsson, you are currently tied for first place in going into the 3rd round for Copenhagen Open. What are your thoughts before today?
Just executing my shots and hopefully coming out on top. That's the main plan, and I'm doing my best to achieve that today.
And yesterday we saw quite a battle in the top of the field already, with Puru coming out quite hot, 12 under after 12 holes, and bringing in the hot round with 11 under. What kind of feelings does that bring into people like you?
I mean, watching him play yesterday, we were watching his scores and just amazed for him taking birdie after birdie. It was incredible, but just amazing, and gives some perspective that this course is also in the wind very, very scoreable.
And the weather today is a little bit different. The wind is a little bit lower. It's warmer. Like everyone is wearing less clothes today, which is nice. Yeah. Does that give any change to your game plan at all?
Hopefully, getting to throw some of the more understable plastic today and not relying so heavily on my PD2s and spices and mutants. So that will be quite nice to get a bit further on the fairways. But otherwise, nothing's really changed.
Excellent. Well, good luck out there. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
More understable discs wouldn't even fit in my bag because I wouldn't be able to handle them. They're probably quite overstable as well. But definitely some changes in game plans today. I would be surprised if we...
Moi je sais, si je zoome, il fait que complet, je sais pas viser plus. Ouais.
Yeah, we're getting ready to tee off, just 1 minute.
Après ou maintenant? Maintenant ou après?
But yeah, Daniel sounded like he has a game plan, just trying to execute his shots. I mean, he's got no shortage of skill or power, as you mentioned. So with the better conditions, he can attack. But yeah, it must be a little bit of a strange feeling to know that it's not just your card you have to worry about. That there could potentially be
20 other players,
dozens of other players, that are really making a charge for that trophy. And so it's going to be an incredibly exciting day of action here, and we really appreciate you all joining us along. And please do whatever you can to help share the link about this free YouTube coverage for final day, first stop on the European Pro Tour, and the first event of the European season at the high professional level anyway. So yeah, we're all really excited to get this year going. It's going to be an incredibly exciting season, and yeah, make sure everybody knows about it.
Final round of Copenhagen Open. We have three-way tight lead, and first to tee off, Daniel Davidsson.
The reigning champion of Copenhagen Open, trying to stay up there on his throne.
Yeah, and trying to make me the undefeated champion of the picks.
I don't want to talk about that. I still have some great picks here also.
You do. I'm just saying, Daniel's my guy. Of course, we're talking about the Inside Disc Golf podcast. I'll be quiet for a moment. Nice little hyzer on this. This needs to fade. Pushed a little straight, but he should be able to find a way up to the basket from
I
there.
hope he didn't go deep into the bushes there. We didn't see where it landed. If it's in that flower patch, then it should be okay.
Yeah, he might have overshot it just a little bit with the straight. You know, you kind of want it to fade a little bit at the end, but
Samuel Henninen here,
I don't think
living
he's
in
way out
Helsinki, almost hitting a light pole there. And watch out, camera!
Catch cam guy.
Yeah, it seems like those understable discs are really being a bit too straight.
Yeah,
so far.
That one's definitely a little bit out of position there. He's gonna have to, execute a really difficult shot to get the birdie now.
Mauri Vilman here, sponsored by Prodigy, Estonian player. He really impressed on us yesterday. What can he do on hole 1?
Yeah, he never gave up. There were some moments where he was struggling. A lot of his putts were kind of like just missing in the beginning, and somehow he was able to stay on lead card and stay in the top position.
Much lower, much more to the left, and this is great.
That's perfect.
Exactly where you want to be.
Good start.
And the final guy here on the lead card, Hjalmar Fredriksson from Sweden, a teenager, an extremely interesting player who could be a force to, and he could be around for many years.
Yeah, very young, very talented. Tricky for a lefty on this one, but he executes a really nice turnover, and he's going to be in fine position there.
That's all you need. All you need. And as I said, a lefty who plays forehand with his right hand, so a forehand wouldn't have helped him to get around there. That's pick and choose.
Course close-up time, powered by UDisc, Valbyparken, busiest course in the world, most popular anyway. Rated very highly on UDisc, and very beautiful scene for disc golf. 3 different tee pads on the normal layout. In this EPT layout, it's a par 64, 2,500 meter. Beautiful setting for disc golf.
Yeah, what I really like with this course is how many different kinds of holes we get to see, even on a park. That's very unusual. So many open holes that are exposed for the wind, and then there are many tight gaps that you need to hit on wooded holes. Shorter, longer, it has everything.
Yeah, lots of variety, tons of great shot shapes required, and then lots of options on certain holes. So very fun place.
And I can't imagine what kind of scores we're going to see today when the wind is lower. We already see them. We already mentioned a few hot rounds going on. But in case these players are starting to get nervy, there are some dangerous threats coming from behind.
Yeah, and we got a lot of cameras out there on the course, so we will try to bring you as much of the action as we can. If we notice people are getting hot and starting to threaten for the win from other cards, we will get that camera on them if possible. But yeah, as I was saying, this is a really beautiful park. It's very central in Copenhagen, one of the nicest cities in Europe, and so easy to get around by bicycle or public transport. And a lot of fun. Three different tee pads for each hole. There's a really nice store nearby, just a 4-minute bicycle ride called Disc Import. So if you need to pick something up on your way, scoop it up there.
Difficult shot for Samuel Henninen. Ends up a little bit short of the basket. It's going to be a circle 2 putt to get a birdie. And it feels like it's just about time to start to collect birdies already on hole 1 here. You don't have any time for a slow start today. Rene, You're out on the course. Could you tell us where Daniel Davidsson ended up?
They're trying to find it.
Davidson ended in the flowers. If he has made his second shot, I don't see it yet, as I am behind the basket. But his drive was in the flowers, earliest the bushes.
And that's where they are right now, looking for it. So let's see if they can find this disc.
They must have found it because they stopped and then let Hjalmar. Sorry, Hjalmar.
Hjalmar Fredriksson out of Vetlanda in Sweden.
Very young, very talented. Sponsored by Latitude 64. That's flirting with the OB, but it comes back safe, and he's going to have a birdie look for sure.
It's going to be an easy, comfortable birdie on hole 1.
Nice job there.
Making a statement.
Yeah, it's definitely not a lefty hole, but he definitely made it work, so good on him.
Already has a win from last year on the Swedish disc golf tour, but this is a step up. This is the next level compared to that. Can he take down a win on the European Pro Tour? I wouldn't be surprised. This guy has already proven that he can. Daniel Davidsson, reigning champion. King of Copenhagen.
Nice smooth forehand, skipping right up in there. Circle 1.
And he's not gonna leave that throne anytime soon. He's gonna do what he can to claim his title for the second year in a row.
Yeah, just outside the bullseye there for a birdie look. Great start.
Mauri Vilman. We already have one Estonian title today from this morning. Kairi Tekko. No, sorry. I keep on saying the wrong name. Kairi Alsalo taking down the title on FPO.
Yeah, and in dominant fashion. What an incredible win for her. Wire-to-wire victory. She said she was nervous in the interview after, but she just looked calm as could be and just...
Would never have guessed that she was nervous.
Yeah, she certainly didn't show it, and she won comfortably and easily in the end. So congratulations to her for the biggest win of her career.
Mauri could be the other Estonian champion here in case he takes down the win. We also have Silver Lett in top 10. Could also Matthias Vilota. So many Estonians are playing well. He left that a little bit short though.
Yeah, that's just on circle's edge there. With the wind down, he can definitely run it without too much risk. But yeah, you'd like to put that a little closer from where he was. This is a really nice rose garden here on the right of the screen. Can't see much, but lots of pretty flowers here in the park. Definitely a destination for any disc golfer. Highly recommend it.
Samuel Henninen for a birdie from circle 2.
Wow.
Great putting game, and that's a boost already on hole 1. That was the sink one.
Sweet highlight there. Nice soft touch on it, and it just
really nice pace on that. Yeah,
right in the heart. That's how you get it going.
If he would have missed, it would have just landed softly right next to the basket. So great. Really like that putt from him.
Amazing touch on that. Really hit dead center. Perfect pace. And yeah, like you said, nothing can go wrong. Even if he would have missed it, it would have been pretty easy.
Right there, yeah. Mauri Vilman for his birdie.
Uh-oh. There is OB behind there. The way it skipped off, I'm afraid that... Oh, he's lucky.
Could you confirm, René? Is that safe?
That's pretty lucky.
It is very safe.
It is very safe. Okay.
Yeah,
good to hear.
The way it skipped off the top, it looked like it was long gone, but luckily it checks up safe, just short of the OB. He's going to get away with that one and just have a par.
Hjalmar with a low putt, but it stays in. I got scared for a moment, but nothing to worry about when Hjalmar is putting. Perfect start for him.
Nicely done. You can see he's using one of those European Pro Tour whale sacks. Keeping his hands dry. He must be a little bit nervy out there. Final round.
Who wouldn't be?
Yeah,
Who wouldn't be? It's also hot today, so of course get a little bit extra sweaty.
Sure, warming up, but...
And a par for Mauri Willman. Only one player left to putt, and that should be an easy one for the reigning champion, Daniel Davidsson.
Nicely done.
3 birdies and a par.
Yeah, we're going to get to see a replay of that highlight circle 2 putt from Samuel. Just putting it right on the money. He's about, 16, 17 meters out at least. 55 feet. On the dot.
What a nice putt.
Beautifully done.
Also cool to see that we already now have quite a big gallery. But before we talk more about that, let's have a look at the birdie blueprint, a new thing on Disc Golf Stream this year.
Yeah, make sure you check out our podcast, Inside Disc Golf. We're talking everything about European disc golf there, and we've selected 3 keys here to succeed at the Copenhagen Open, and they are mind the gaps. There's plenty of tight gaps on this course, and you really have to navigate those wooded
We're going to see one already now on hole 2.
Yep. Second point, really nailed that one spot on. God vind, that's a really common saying in Danish. May the wind be with you, and the wind was a major issue those first 2 rounds. Today, luckily, much better, and we can see some more attack mode. But
yeah, maybe the least important point for today.
But for overall event, it really definitely
has been important.
Yeah. Nicknamed the tumble dryer. This place has really shifty winds. It's near the sea in a very low-lying country there in Denmark, and the winds seem to funnel and swirl through the property in a really strange way. And the wind is a major factor here, especially when it really picks up like it did the last couple of days. And the final point is to stay focused until the finish. It's not over till it's over here at Valbyparken.
Really is not. The hole 18 can wreck many rounds and has been doing so already.
Yeah, it's a 320 plus meter par 5, 2 OB, 2 islands with lots of OB, elevated basket, finishing there in front of the gallery, in front of Tournament Central. You really got to run straight through that finish line. You don't want to just kind of stop there on the 18 and let it all fall apart. You have to finish strong here, and make sure you go check out that podcast on Disc Golf Stream or your favorite podcast platform. We also had some great points from our Finnish commentary team. They have a really exciting podcast in Finnish language called Ukkosrenki. So if you're a Finnish language listener or speaker or understander,
check them out.
Check them out.
Daniel Davidsson on the box on hole 2. He has played this hole extremely well so far. It's a par 4, 143 meters. He's always placing his disc on this side so that he has a straight approach on the second shot. That's his game plan, and he's following it to perfection so far, round after round.
Yep, nailed it. Nice low power shot with the hyzer finish, and that gives him some space to execute that second shot over the top. He goes with that tilt and tries to spike it right in on the basket. Samui testing that ceiling.
So close to hit that branch, but he ends up in the same spot as Daniel Davidsson. We'll see who will be first to throw of those 2. The other one can follow example, and hopefully we'll see 2 birdies from there. Hjalmar, another tricky one for a lefty here.
I think it shapes up pretty good for the lefty. We haven't really seen it too much. I guess Camilla, she wasn't really trying to bend the corner, but if he's got the power, he could potentially try to turn the corner on that bush. Like, this could be real good.
He's keeping it straight. That's actually a very good shot.
That's
wow.
He has like a jump putt approach from there.
What am I talking about?
I think it's really actually favors a lefty backhand line, but I mean, it's still a hard shot to execute, and really great shot there for sure.
I was probably focusing too much on the spot where Daniel Davidsson ended up, because that's what we have seen so many great shots from. But that was an even better position if I would have to pick one of them.
Oh, absolutely. Nice power forehand here from Mauri. And
again, just like yesterday.
He's got a great forehand. Weird skip, but he's still way up there. Nicely done. 2
days in a row. Not the best reaction there, but that's going to be an easy birdie.
Yeah, what a clean forehand he's got.
Mind the gap, indeed. All of the 4 players hit that gap perfectly. Very controlled.
Yep.
They know how to tackle this course.
Yeah, and they clearly belong here on this lead card. Final day. Very comfortable and those kind of...
Big gallery also. René, how many people do you have there next to you in the gallery?
50, I think.
Ouais, il m'utilise là.
Have a little bit difficulty to hear you now, but I think you said about 50.
Yeah, around 50. And I think we are... The only reason why there's not more is because lots of people are with Hjelte's group as well, which is not surprising.
That's true. Of course, they are out there cheering for their home country favorite, Hjalte Jensen, who
He's a very exciting player to watch. I can't blame him for following him around. He's sure to do something special out there today.
So that means that this group might potentially grow, depending on what happens. But yeah, there are so many cards where we could see the winner coming from. Samuel Hänninen first with a big Spike Heiser, most likely. But that's not at all what he's throwing and doesn't get the result. But he already made a putt from similar distance, so could be something.
Here's that tilt Spike Heiser shot I was talking about.
We have seen it a few times already. I think that's too much left. No! It's great.
Nice one.
It's right there. It's going to be the perfect start for Daniel Davidsson. Birdie, birdie. I think we're going to see something similar from Hjalmar also. If he can just put it close there.
Yeah, nice gallery, nice sunny day here in the park. Sunday afternoon in Copenhagen. It's the biggest park in the city. Lots of other stuff going on here at the park. It's like a sports complex on one side and the disc golf on the other, and then in between just lots of trails and nice peaceful nature area.
Hjalmar seems to be throwing a harp here. Some kind of base plastic should be an easy approach. There you go. This guy feels like he's going to be around for a while.
For sure.
16 years old. We have another really young guy on the chase card, Juho Pylkkönen, from just outside Helsinki here. And he is 1 down through 3.
Okay, pretty good start.
Solid. Maybe not the best pace, but I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, the course is scoring well today, so you probably need to pick up a few birdies, or at least, at least 2 or 3 through that first part.
Yeah, and especially if you're a few behind,
yeah, it's going to take something special. If you're back some strokes, you need to get real hot because this lead card is clearly come to play today.
Yeah, at least 3 of them are gonna have very, very easy putts on hole 2 for birdies, and Samuel is gonna have to fight for his behind the tree. This is a longer one than on hole 1. So even bigger highlight if you could make this one.
Oh,
I like it.
It looked like it.
I like it.
Tracking right in there. So this hole's averaging 3.76 today. That's the 13th most difficult one on the course, and 38% of the field getting the birdie here.
So just like on hole 1, we're gonna see 1 par and 3 birdies. I would be surprised if we see anything else.
Yeah, everyone's just pretty much tapping in here.
And I just love watching the leaderboard right now, and I'm not seeing any bogeys anywhere, basically.
Just a sea of blue, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we want to see, and that just shows that you cannot afford any mistakes today. It's going to drop you down deep if you don't collect your birdies, and especially if you make a mistake and get a bogey. Daniel Davidsson Still in the lead.
2 for 2. Great start.
15 under par. Where is he gonna end up? Here is Jesse Nieminen on hole 4. Also one of the favorites coming into this event.
Going with the backhand approach here.
Not often you see that from Jesse. A little bit straight, maybe it's gonna have a putt from circle's edge.
It's a bit obstructed on that side. He'll be lucky to get a good look at it. I think he would have wanted to have that hyzer in a little earlier.
Jesse started with a triple bogey on hole 1 and hasn't gotten anything since then.
Yikes.
What a nightmare start.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Dropped down to 34th place from the chase card. Otto Mäkinen, who was bogey free up until final hole yesterday, right?
Yeah, that was amazing.
But wasn't able to stay clean all the way through, but he's on the chase card. Daniel Davidsson on hole 3 shapes up really nice for his forehand. 95 meters, slowly turning to the left, to the right. This is looking great.
Right on line.
Oh, almost skipping in the basket.
Skip ace in it. Just that was chain high. Just I guess, like I don't know how close was it? It looked like it almost did it.
And he's starting to get that swagger walk now. He's in his comfort zone right now.
This is kind of what we saw from him last year, all the way through, basically, where he was just couldn't do anything wrong.
And we know how well this shapes up for a lefty. We have seen Camilla Kampen park this so many times.
Yeah, it's just a nice touch hyzer for the lefty backhand, and he skips that one a little early, but luckily it doesn't go deep in the bushes. He can straddle out and still have a look at it.
Yeah, he's in circle 1.
Edge,
yeah. 9 meters maybe. Another great forehand guy here, Mauri Willman.
Yeah, and another European Pro Tour whale sack.
We have 2 here right in front of us. When we're getting nervous, we can squeeze them a little bit. Mauri in the same spot.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit further away, or is it just where?
Similar spot, but it looked like it might have gone in a little deeper, so we'll have to wait and see if he's got good footing or how obstructed he might be.
Doesn't look happy with that, but it didn't turn out that great.
It's really close to the basket, but he won't be able to probably make it in from there because it's just so thick in the bushes. Here's a nice replay. We'll get a chance to see how close this really was. It's just right on line all the way. Catches the flare skip. Oh, it was really close, like inches from an ace there. Just flashed right past the chains.
And we can finally see the players not needing to wear thick jackets and gloves and everything. Rene, how is the weather right now there in Copenhagen?
It's great. The wind has shifted a little bit to the east and the sun is out. I'm regretting wearing my woolen undies. I know it's TMI, but it's very warm.
Yeah, maybe a little bit TMI, but it's okay for this time. Rather stay warm than go around and be cold on a day like this.
Yeah, hole 3, averaging 2.71 on the day, making it the 3rd easiest hole on the course. 40% getting the birdie, just 11% with bogeys.
Interesting putts here then. Both Hjalmar and Mauri in similar position. Can they reach out? Of course, it's going to be easier for Hjalmar being a lefty. He's going to have a more of a free swing, not need to put so much angle on it.
That's right.
Those Anheuser putts, can be very difficult.
Yeah, it's definitely something you got to work on if you want to master it. It doesn't come so natural for me anyway. I'm more of a... Oh, wow.
He knows how to putt from weird positions.
That was nice, though. That was just like laser straight in the heart.
And he's now 2 down through 3 holes.
That's a good pace.
That's exactly what you need to do.
Yeah, I was just a little bit worried about him after skipping off the top with that putt on the first hole, but he's come right back with 2 birdies, so no worries.
Hjalmar down on a knee.
Nice putt as well.
You go, the perfect start for this Swedish teenager. Hjalmar Fredriksson getting his 3rd birdie today.
Turkey time right out of the gate.
But he's not the only one with that pace. Pyro Jotsen also 4 for 4. Is he gonna try to copy what he did yesterday?
That would be so remarkable if he does.
Quite a few guys have actually started with 3 birdies.
It's a great way to start.
What can Samuel do from there? We can barely see him.
If he has a turbo, maybe, or...
We have seen a few of those basketball putts on
that's pretty
Disc
cool.
Golf Pro Tour this year.
Calvin Heimberg kind of made that
also Albert Tam made one.
Yeah. I was trying to say that he kind of brought that to the game. It seems like a new shot that he hadn't seen much before that, and then really cool to see Albert, the bazooka, drop one in.
Can Samuel Hanninen do something similar? No, that was more of a traditional swing, but
hit some metal. Tough lie. It's hard to be that close to the basket and not have a good look at it, but that's kind of what this hole's all about. You got to give yourself an open look. So here's Daniel coming back for the birdie after nearly skipping it in with a beautiful forehand. And catches heavy chains, kind of teeter-totters on the nubs and falls out the wrong end.
Maybe less swagger in the step now after this one. Not the perfect start, but as close as you can be to get that perfect start.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad putt. You know, it could have stuck on some days. It just kind of flopped off the other side this time.
Replay from Mauri Willman's putt. That was a great one.
Yeah, no doubt about that one.
He didn't even need to put any Anheuser on that. He just went straight at it.
Yeah, he just found the line and just got a lot of good wrist pop on it. Spin it right in there. Here's Juha Pulkkanen.
Hole 5.
Looks like a bit too much hyzer.
A little bit early, but no.
Oh, it's pretty good. Circle's edge putt.
That's the cutest spotter I've ever seen.
Doing a good job there. Got a little camera shy.
Almost shorter than the flags he's holding.
Great to see youngsters out there.
Maybe those flags were just very, very big.
Oh, could be. That was a normal size.
Yeah, that wasn't a... sorry for being silly already now. It's a long... we have a few hours here.
We can't get this silly yet.
Have to wait until hole 17.
Save that for the near end. No, we're always having a good time here in the booth. Disc Golf Stream Studios, Sippo, Finland, just outside of Helsinki. This is where the magic happens, and we're really honored and privileged to be a part of it. Really enjoying this, sharing this great, high-quality European live disc golf with you all. Make sure you share the link with everyone you know so they can come enjoy it along with us.
Pyro Jotsen, happy to see him. Didn't get to see too much from him yesterday. He was on one of the earlier cards.
Ooh.
He's not slowing down. He's not slowing down. He's going to be 5 for 5.
Here's Otto. Yeah, drop zone.
Means he missed the island from the tee.
Yeah.
So he's putting for par here.
Oh, I think that might be out.
That might be out of bounds. Yeah, true.
It kind of hopped up onto that ledge, and I think the line is on the inside of it. I don't know. We'll have to have a...
Hjalmar on hole 4.
Whoa, look at that. Great ground play.
Just sliding on the grass. Just...
right up to the sweet spot.
Perfection, there. Almost right there in the open. You can't be in a better spot from the tee. You have to, like with a roller maybe, but...
Man, I really like what I'm seeing from this young Swede. You were so right. He's
solid. He has everything, and he's so well composed.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he's very nervous or stressed at all. And this is a final round, one of the biggest events he's played. I mean, he's got himself on the lead card, and now he's just doing work out there.
He's too young to understand that he should be nervous.
Man.
Mauri, not his best shot. We saw a great forehand from him on this hole yesterday, but this wasn't giving him the same result.
Daniel going with the roller that I think he wasn't able to get this down clean yesterday.
This is great.
This has got more turns.
Stands up, but still
curls up nice.
Not as long as Hjalmar Fredriksson.
That's everything he needs to attack the birdie. He's in great position there. He can try to attack the pin.
Another roller here, I think, from Samuel Hanninen.
Yep, a little more inside.
These two guys, Samuel and Daniel, were playing on the same card yesterday and seemed to be really inspiring each other and having a good time together.
Yeah, they both jumped up 8 spots on the day. Very impressive.
Otto, and now the wind is there. This is what we have seen for 2 days straight, and we thought that we wouldn't see it too much today. Stays in though. Scary.
Yeah, I wonder if he was in or out. I think he was out of bounds there, unfortunately.
Otto Mäkinen, what did he get? He got a 5. Yeah, he must have been out of bounds twice there.
So yeah, hole 4, averaging 3.91. Whoa, look at that Puru.
Watch out for Peter Joutsen. He's up to 3rd place right now.
Nice one. Another heater. But yeah, 7th most difficult on the course today at 3.91. 36% of the field getting the birdie. So starting to figure this one out.
Do you have anything to say about those shots, René, that we saw from on hole 4?
Yeah, sure. Some great shots. The players ended up where they usually do. Mauri is maybe not in his position right now, behind the tree. Only has a sidearm look. But yeah, some great rollers as usual.
It's great to hear.
Mauri a little bit pinched up on this tree here and has to straddle right side. And
still a lot of work to do for his par. That's not an easy approach, even though it's open and straight, but it's quite difficult to get in there. We have seen a few misses already.
Very well guarded green here on number 4. Lots of small trees in there that you don't want to get tucked behind. Daniel lining up the forehand.
Just imagine how cool it would be if he would take this down 2 years in a row, Copenhagen, especially with the start he had yesterday.
That would be something.
Yeah. Overshooting it a little bit, but he's in there, he's inside the circle. I think he's gonna be able to find a way to get it in the basket there. Let's hope that he forgot about that miss on the putting green on the previous hole. Yeah, you don't get much better than this.
Hjalmar going righty forehand here.
I think it's so strange. It's so strange, and it doesn't make sense. He has said it himself. Yeah, he knows that it doesn't make sense. He's throwing that new disc from Latitude, the Savior.
That's the interesting thing about disc golf, though. You know, you can find your own way. You
Whatever works.
Play your own style. You know, it's so creative. You can do anything you set your mind to, whatever you want.
And he's gonna have a difficult putt there from circle's edge. Still doable.
Samuel slides it into circle 1. Might be a little obstructed, but see how crafty he can get on the green.
We still have these 4 guys in the top, but right now, when I said that, Apo Karhi, who is 12 down through 14, is right up there and
wow,
fighting with these big guys. But I guess he will drop down because he's through 14 holes already. So
yeah, I wonder who that is. Quite unfamiliar name.
From Forza here in Finland.
Okay. I have heard it before, but yeah, I don't recognize the face.
Solid approach there from Mauri. He's going to be able to get a par from that position.
Yeah, Forza, a nice little town halfway to Pori, just past Karkila on the way towards the west coast of Finland. Buru with a nice looking turnover shot. If it can slide right up there.
We got a little bit lucky there, but he's going to be 6 for 6. This guy is going to be a threat. He could easily take down the win if he continues like this.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, was one of the first cards out yesterday. At least in the bottom half.
Yeah.
And then doing good things.
Totally remarkable.
Hjalmar to match that start. Could he be 4 for 4 after this putt? I think it's doable, just outside the circle.
Yeah. 11 meters. Stabs it there. Whoa, what a putt.
What a guy.
4 for 4 here.
What a guy, this teenager from Sweden.
I am super impressed with this dude.
It's not the first time we're seeing him on live cameras. I wonder if he has ever played on live cameras before. At least he has been on a lot of coverage, but not on live, I think.
It's got to be the first time. That young age. But he's certainly rising to the occasion and doesn't seem to be feeling any nerves. Daniel gets that one in. Similar kind of to the miss that he had on 3, though. It was a little bit short left. Luckily, that one collects.
Daniel Davidsson still in the lead. Samuel Henninen. Just a bit off.
A little bit of a tricky lie. He wasn't far from the basket, but he was in what looked like a little bit of an uncomfortable stance and not able to get it in.
And it feels like being 1 down through 4 holes, that's not enough.
It's not going to get it done today, no.
No, he needs to pick up a few birdies quickly if he's going to not continue to drop. He's right now down to 6th place.
Yep. This is going to be a sprint today. Everybody's warmed up. Weather's better.
Otto Mäkinen repairing his mistake there on hole 5 with a birdie on hole 6.
Okay, unable to get clean through the gap, so that's going to be the end of his birdie run, most likely.
He's going to make it from there, I'm sure. It seems impossible for him to not get birdies. Jesse Nieminen with a nightmare start.
See if he can ace it here with his harp. Nope. A little bit left.
Played extremely well on day 1 up until the final hole where he got a triple bogey. He's fighting to try to get up, but not really working out for him.
That one's right side for Juho. One more chance at it. Otto. There we go. Pipe in the gap. Kicking off the tree.
That's how he looked yesterday. That's how he looked on day 1. Otto Mäkinen, still a contender to take down the win, but that double bogey on 5, that could be very, very costly.
Yeah, that's not helping his cause.
Hjalmar here on hole 5, the island hole.
Look at that clean release.
He's so smooth.
Perfect speed.
Almost perfect speed. That is safe though.
Came in a little high, I guess. Yeah.
But he's so good at the putting green right now, so I'm not worried. That's going to be a birdie, I'm sure. Gets a smile from his caddy. A fist bump. Daniel Davidsson next up.
Throwing a splice, I believe. Very overstable fairway driver.
Extremely overstable fairway driver.
Discmania. Just gets it to skip right up inside the circle. Nicely done.
Mauri almost aced this yesterday.
That's right.
Is it finally gonna come?
We are due. We are due.
Should be a great chance for it.
We've had so many medal hits this weekend. We just waiting for one to stick. Of course, Henrik Hagman got the ace on hole 13, but unfortunately not on film. This looks good.
This looks very good.
Oh, comes in a little hot as well. I think he's safe, yeah, but pretty long circle 2 putt there. But
into the wind. That difficult one.
It's a nice direction to putt though, from side to side, where you don't have to worry about the OB behind anyway. Samuli with the
This is gonna fade out way too early. Not the worst.
No,
circle's edge.
Circle's edge putt.
And on the right side, if you're thinking about the wind, he's gonna
have a more straight tailwind type.
Yeah, could be much more aggressive from that side.
Here's Juho from circle 2 for par. So
about the same age as Hjalmar Fredriksson.
Just short on that, hits the cage.
And you cannot afford any bogeys. That's clear. That is clear. If I'm looking now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I think, top players on the scorecard. None of them have any bogeys.
Yeah, Jonas Alto, 10 down through 16.
Coming from nowhere. He played really well here last year also and finished.
That's right, 4th place, yeah.
Yeah, after a playoff with Ville Ahokas. Pyry Joutsen
gets his par.
Slowing down just a bit. Almost disappointing to see that.
See if Mauri can get himself a big highlight putt here. Kind of a tricky wind situation. Gusty. Head. Slight cross maybe. No.
Nice soft run, but it was a long one. Hjalmar just outside the circle. He came in just a little bit hot, even though it looked so smooth.
Lucky to stay safe though.
Yeah, that could have very close.
Straighter, that might have been trouble. Yeah. So this hole averaging at 2.69 today, 3rd easiest. 46% getting the birdie. They're starting to dial this one in. Oh. Everything but in. Cage nubs.
Slowing down just a bit. 4 down through 5. Still a very excellent pace.
Yeah, and a good effort there. That was pretty close. Just maybe a little bit low left.
That was uncharacteristic from Samuel Hänninen. Just, I don't know what happened there.
Definitely not his best putt. Fails to connect on any metal, and he'll have a little bit work left. Come back in the headwind as well. Oh, chains, cage, but no birdie.
Little bit of everything there, not enough. Which means that Hjalmar Fredriksson is still having the best pace on this lead card. And will be right there behind Daniel Davidsson still. Samuel got quite a long comebacker. And now we're starting to see some misses suddenly coming from him. And he's back to even par. Surprising.
Yeah. Birdie to bogey just like that.
4 on hole 3. Back to par. Mauri Willman here for for par. Much better. And then we have some tap-ins, and I want to announce that we have a tiny bonus competition here at Valbyparken. If you happen to be out there on the course, the first one who's able to track down our field guy, René, you might just win yourself 1 year subscription to Disc Golf Stream to try to find him. See if you are the lucky one who wins a 1 year subscription. René, do you want to hint about where you are right now, or are you hiding somewhere?
Well, I'm in the open right now, but I'm going into the woods to hide behind some trees.
Okay, so you need to let us know when someone has found you.
I'll make sure.
Exciting. So you know what you need to do if you want to get a 1 year subscription to Disc Golf Stream.
Top 10 leaderboard there. Some pretty hot rounds. 12 down through 14 from Apu there.
Apukari, yes, 12 down. That's
pretty impressive.
That's very impressive. Jonas Alto 10 down through 16. But yeah, the course record 13 down. Mikael Häme last year 12 down. So, sorry.
Yeah.
So if you get to 13, then you will get yourself a course record. And I think we might see a course record today. It feels like.
Yeah, I think somebody's gonna take the new mark. We thought we would see it yesterday from Puru, but he kind of faltered a little bit in the end of his round and was unable to match that 12 down that Mikael Häme had set final round of last year's event.
Mikael Häme still home in Finland, battling with an injury. Hope to see him soon again. I don't think it's too bad, but better safe than sorry. Pylkkänen here, perfect approach on hole 8. And here's Otto Mäkinen. Also as good as it gets.
Nice.
Here is Hjalmar Fredriksson on hole 5.
6.
Could this be his breakout win on an international scene? I wouldn't be. Oh, sorry, hole 6. I wouldn't be surprised if this could be a special day for Hjalmar Fredriksson.
Yeah, hits that first tree there on the left. This one playing as the easiest hole on the course today at 2.52 average, with 56% of the field getting the birdie. So yeah, definitely one you want to get. Tactic here for Daniel. Perfect.
He's right now at the part of the course where he last year looked a little bit nervous. I remember him, especially on this tee pad. He started to look a little bit pale for a while, and we thought that he was starting to check the leaderboard and counting score, but and we were nervous that he would fall apart, but he just kept it together even though he wasn't playing his best, and at the end he was able to win without any problems. But this is another different scenario for him. Mauri.
This looks good. Oh, a little too hot.
Wasn't he there yesterday as well?
Behind the insect garden?
Yeah, I think so. Scares me. I don't want to hear just the name of it.
I don't even like the word.
No, insects. Apukari finally, I'm saying, taking a bogey.
That's so good right there. Just sliding it right on up. Pure all the way. Right through the gap.
Right at time. He needs it badly. Pyry Joutsen here. What is he doing?
Looks like
Pyry Joutsen thinks.
Throwing in for eagle? Oh, he almost did.
Crash, boom, bang at the band.
Wow.
Sorry, René, what did you say?
Well, I barely made it into the woods before I was tracked down by one of the local guys, Benjamin, who did 6 under in the first round last year. He tracked me down, and he got the prize.
Nice.
Congratulations, Benjamin. And that was a fun thing. Maybe we need to continue with that bonus event. Giving out free subscriptions to Disc Golf Stream by tracking down the field guy.
But yeah, congratulations, Benjamin, and enjoy the content. We're looking forward to having you follow us along.
And I can already tell you that I have more monthly coupon codes in my pocket.
Ooh.
That I will be handing out, maybe one for each hole.
Make it rain.
Keep on looking out for Rene there, and you might get yourself something.
He's got the goods. Disc Golf Stream, baby.
Not the best approach from Hjalmar. We were talking too much there, so I think I missed a few shots. But Mauri from Insect Garden territory, that also made me shaky. Start to think about it. But an open look from about 12 meters. Totally doable, and something that you have to be able to do if you want to take down the win. This is just the area where, or the distance where you're winning your tournaments.
Mauri's putt just a little left, chain high, but
just left again, like he was on hole 5. But everything else looked really good about it. See what he can do. Much better. Much better. That stayed in the basket.
Very confident comeback putt there. Here's Hjalmar for par.
Shouldn't be any problems, but with some nerves, could potentially be. This guy's cannot even spell nerves. I
like his putt style. He kind of keeps the arm really low. He doesn't really like let it come out wrong. You know, kind of just like it's so tight and compact and sort of straight at the target. Oh, rare miss there from Daniel.
But he has a few already now this round.
That's true.
Only 33% so far.
Okay, so he is struggling on the green.
Needs to improve on that. He had a clear miss there on hole 3.
Yeah, that one coming up just short.
3 down after 6 holes. I'm not sure if that is enough.
Not with a guy like this on your tail.
Pyry Joutsen tied for the lead now with Onni Ruusunen also up there. We haven't talked about him at all.
Yeah, he's getting it done.
Another young Finnish player. We almost saw an ace here yesterday. Otto Mäkinen. Pyry's not gonna ace it. He is
outside the circle. Chance for a highlight circle 2 putt for birdie. Oh, for
Par.
par, it said. No.
For birdie.
Yeah. No, for par, yeah.
Yeah, it will be a drop in par, so he's slowing down a little bit. He got the birdie on hole 8. He's gonna get a par here. Pulkkanen next up for par, for birdie, sorry. Not able to get it in, and it seems like the wind is picking up. Here is Samuel Henninen. After a birdie.
Nice flippy putter shot.
Just get a second birdie here, I think so. Great shot. Got a little bit lucky though.
Yeah, up inside the circle anyway. Looked like it was turning a little bit too much right at the end, but it was able to stay clean and slide up there. There we get a good look at those Flying Plate Company caddy vests that the caddies will be sporting all season long here on the European Pro Tour. They look good and they're very helpful for crowd control and Really appreciate Flying Plate Company's support.
Hjalmar doesn't seem to be hitting the gaps perfectly so far here on hole 6 and 7. Needs to improve on that.
Tactic forehand. Looks good.
This is as clean as it gets.
Right on up there.
The champion doing champion things.
Nicely done. Looking to get a birdie after a couple pars in a row. This putt's kind of just coming up a little short.
And Onni Ruusunen now in solo lead. It just shows how tight it is.
Yeah, and a perfectly symmetrical scorecard there. Looks nice.
Mauri, is he getting through almost all the way? And yet again, he's ending up on the left side. Seems to be his territory, but no insects here on this one.
And we see the gallery lined up, shoulder to shoulder, 2 by 2, marching through this tiny gap. Short hole, but can be quite tricky if you don't get off the tee clean.
Yeah, only 68 meters, but the gap is so tight, so
yeah,
it's not an easy thing to do.
It's actually playing as the 5th most difficult hole on the course, if you can believe that. 2.98 average. Only 29% of the field able to get the birdie. And it has provided some big numbers, too.
Long look here for Hjalmar, but he's lining it up. He's going to go for it.
We'll see what his range is like. Pretty good effort, but he's going to have circles, edge putter about 8 meters, I guess. 7, 8 meters coming back for the par.
Definitely slowing down. 4 birdies and then 3 pars at best now if he can make that comebacker.
If you're out there enjoying this coverage on the YouTube channel for free, make sure you like and subscribe. And help share the link if you're able to.
Silverlet climbing up, 5 down through 10. But he's tied for 7th place, so not really up all the way yet. But he could get himself there. Hjalmar now, extremely important putt. For par. Can't afford any bogeys. But he's gonna get one here. He is going to get one. That's gonna drop him down. He's gonna be tied with Silverlet. And yeah, Samuel Hänninen is gonna get a birdie here. So he's gonna be at 15 down. So they are switching places now, Hjalmar and Samuel Hänninen.
Hjalmar, after that really hot start, is kind of slowing down a little bit now.
These tighter holes hasn't been his forte. It looked like he was throwing really nice there on hole 5 also, but wasn't able to make the putt. And now let's see. Another low one, but very confident stroke anyway, but he's not satisfied right now, showing it quite clearly. Dropping down to 7th place.
Yeah, you really don't want a bogey today if you can avoid it. Conditions are better for scoring and the field is fired up, and any bogey is...
You can't afford it. Now he's going to have to make a few birdies in a row to get back up there.
Yep.
And even that might not be enough.
Yeah, you don't really want to slow down. You just got to keep scoring as much as you can if you're playing for the win here.
Top 3 players right now, they are all bogey-free for the round. Who do we see here?
I'm not for sure. Onni
Ruusunen, yeah, the guy we have been not talking so much about, but he's up, tied for 1st place with Daniel Davidsson. What can he do from here? Circle's edge, does he Will he run this one?
Ooh, important decision here.
One of the most difficult greens you'll ever see.
He's definitely going for it, though.
And
Chains
he's paying
out.
the price, but he's right there behind, right? No?
Check up.
Where is it? That might be someone else's disc. But only Rusonen, 8 down through 10. Nice putt there. So he's still then at 8 down now through 11.
Great comebacker there.
That's so important. And especially on a basket like this.
Yeah, it took a lot of courage to run that. Didn't go his way, but he let it go and came right back to make the next one.
And that was Rasmus Tuominen, who you saw there. He made his putt on 11 for birdie. 5 down through 10, 14 down, and let's see, where did he end up? No, he's tied for 4th place now. He's climbing. And he was one of my picks. Rasmus Tuominen.
Nice. Samuli on the tee of hole 8.
Samuel going with a
look at
turnover, and I really like that one.
Yeah, he got great distance. A little bit right side, but there is gaps there. He can manufacture a way up to the pin, I'm sure.
Nice looking shot. And Daniel, is he going with a turnover as well?
Could be a roller.
Yeah, that's his roller disc, the same one he was throwing there on 4. So that's most likely a roller. Yes, it is a roller.
This hole is eagleable with the roller play. I did see that happen in the practice round. Big shout out to Peter Christensen. Was able to throw it in from about 30 or 40 meters after a wild backhand roller there.
Every birdie is extremely important to get right now. It's so tight in the top.
Nice forehand play. Sliding up the fairway. A little bit left side, but should be able to find a way to the pin.
Top 10, they are all within 4. And then so many guys right there behind also. So it's a,
tight race.
It's impossible to start to count also because things are changing so quickly. You don't have time.
Yeah, there's so much scoring taking place here. Nice backhand here. Gets caught up.
He keeps on hitting trees right now. And cannot really find his way. But I still think that he can get a birdie from there. Peter Joutsen on hole 10 that he eagled yesterday.
That's right. That one got a bad kick. He's going to have a tough work for the birdie from over there. Hole 8, where our lead card is at now, is averaging 3.67 today. Third easiest. 44% getting the birdie.
It's like a must-get birdie, and especially on a day like this.
Yeah.
Can't afford to drop on that one.
Yeah, it's kind of a shorter par 4. It is really heavily wooded. But with these guys' skills, you really want to get that one.
Yes, and Yevenen with a slammer.
Oh, it hits.
He almost slammed it.
Yeah, slammed that koozie.
Hjalmar, did he throw already? Or no, he's just looking. There's so many different gaps here to pick from. What is he throwing there? Fairway driver. Triple X, XXX. That's an extremely overstable fairway driver.
Yeah. Very old model. Latitude. 7-speed, I believe, with a lot of stability.
Out in the open, but
a good roll.
13-meter birdie putt, 15 maybe. He needs to make those. Especially on a hole like this. René, it seems like the gallery is getting bigger and bigger. Is that the case?
It definitely is. It definitely is. There's a lot of people here in the woods with us.
We love to see it. Do you see any kind of nerves or reactions from the players so far?
I mean, it's with players at this level, it's so hard to judge emotions. I'm pretty sure that they are all pretty nervous, but anything visible?
Not showing it too much anyway.
Great birdie look for Mauri.
Nicely done.
No problems with approaches like that. That's also perfect right there.
Yeah, he did well.
Few meters from the basket. That should be another birdie. Picked up the pace now. Looking better and better for Samuel Hänninen. And kind of other way around for Hjalmar Fredriksson. Daniel Davidsson keeping it together.
He's going to give it a run for eagle.
I think so. No.
No, safe. Playing it safe and smart. Tap in birdie.
Collecting birdies, avoiding bogeys. He's going to get his 5th on hole 8. Yeah, you need at least I say 50% birdies. Maybe. Whoa, Puru.
Oh, Puru, that one, the wind blew it right back at him. Looked like it hit the chain solid, but maybe had the nose up a little bit.
And he's going to drop down. Now, it's going to be a double bogey. Otto Mäkinen.
Okay, so the hole that he eagled yesterday, he's taking a double bogey today?
Yeah, instead of a 2, he's getting a 6 here, so 4-stroke difference.
Wow.
From one day to another.
Well, that's unfortunate.
One hole. Puru Joutsen. Great player from Finland and Iceman. Not showing any big emotions, just performing well round after round. Hjalmar must have missed his putt. And went long.
Not too far anyway.
No, but still he has looked a bit shaky now, so he would need a birdie quickly to not drop down too much. Already down to 8th place. There you go. Better putt, but still clinging on to a top 10 position, but not that much more. What looked like a perfect start turned out to be something different. 3 down through 8. Mauri Willman. Only 2 birdies, but I think he will get his 3rd here now.
There.
3 down now for the round. And Samuel Hänninen looking for his 4th birdie. And gets it. Also 3 down for the round. Not matching this guy, the reigning champion.
Yeah.
Daniel Davidsson 5 down for the round and solo lead now, 1 stroke ahead of Onni Ruusunen. Onni. Otto Mäkinen here. In the circle. Puru Joutsen, unfortunate double bogey on hole 10.
Yeah, that's definitely going to make him make it difficult for him to play for the win, but
we're missing a few scores there, but now we're getting them.
If he can bounce back here, that'll help the cause at least.
Right there.
Perfect.
He's in the absolute best possible spot there.
Yeah.
A little bit on the left side.
It's great. Yeah, it's pretty hard to land it up on the mound and without risking a roll away.
Sometimes I feel like we have the world's most difficult jobs thinking about how many young teenagers coming up right now. We need to keep our eyes on all of them at the same time. It feels like it's almost impossible keep track of all the great players coming up. Pulkkinen, new face for me this weekend.
Samui Heisering out a little bit. He's going to be in circle 2. Daniel lining up a flex shot with the overstable disc, looks like.
It's going mid. It's going mid on 111 meters. Is that a mid-range?
It's too low, I think, unless it's got some crazy skip. Nah.
I think that was an overstable mid-range.
Could be.
Yeah.
He's got massive power, but yeah, this one feels like it plays a little longer than 111, but a lot more birdies today on this one than before. 2.89 average today, so players have started to figure out how to attack it.
I like this.
That's
I like this a lot.
Good, but
again,
a little wild on the skip.
Feels like he keeps on ending up around circle's edge or just outside every time, whatever he does. But still clinging on to that top 3, top 4. Hjalmar, what kind of distance does he have? I'm not so sure about that. No, he's great at hitting lines, but does he have the power to reach this one? Yes, he clearly does.
Yeah, that was
with
smooth.
ease. With ease.
He's gone past it by 10.
That was a smooth 120-meter shot.
Really? Sure was.
Of course, the gap is much bigger there on that side.
Yeah, the ceiling is higher, that's for sure. You can definitely get through with the higher shot like he did there. Not really possible on the other side. Those branches, more often than not, knock everything down. Of course, yesterday we saw it sneak through, but with Otto's shot.
Apo Karhi right now, 13 down. So if he can keep it clean on hole 18, which is easier said than done, but then he will have the course record.
And good birdie there. Nice bounce back.
Pure, yeah. Yeah, Apo Karhi is on the final hole right now, so a potential course record.
That's with a bogey too, back on 15, huh?
Rene, did you have a chance to see what Daniel Davidsson was throwing there? Was it a mid-range?
Yes, I don't know which one it is. I took a picture of it and put it in our private Discord server.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell.
I see the disc, but I cannot really say what it is. It's a blue one at least.
It was closer than I thought, but yeah, just laying up.
Did you also have a chance to see where Mauri ended up? How deep did he go?
Oh, unfortunately not, but well, it looks like actually he was just on the edge and he just nearly grazed the basket for a birdie. No, wait, that was Samu.
That was Samuel, yeah.
Yeah, so Mauri, I don't know. He went past the basket, but I was behind the bush. But he's looking for the disc now, and he's still walking into the woods.
Yeah, we're seeing him right now, heading into the wooded part here.
Yeah, got a pretty wild skip. Flared off.
Me too.
Way over there, left side.
Okay.
So Hjalmar is going to go first. He needs this one. Down to 9th place right now.
Yeah, he's trying to get back on track after a really hot start. He's completely slowed down. Just needs to get back on the birdie train as soon as possible and ride it all the way through. Some frustration for the youngster here.
Clear frustration, and that was not the best effort.
Way low.
Yeah, and we are seeing some nerves from him.
It's weird because he started out and it just seemed like he wasn't having any issues with anything. Just birdie and birdie and birdie and...
Yeah, strange that it comes after 5 holes. Then we start to see some frustration, and with a start like that.
Oh my goodness!
Mauri! Another highlight putt.
That was sick. Did you see how he had to like turn sideways to get through the gap?
I could barely see him, so
that was amazing. What an awesome birdie.
And Samuel Hänninen in for par, but yeah, highlight there from Mauri Willman. And he is only 1 behind Daniel Davidsson in the top.
Yeah, we're gonna head to a word from our partners. Make sure you come right back with us.
Meet Pure, the most modern disc golf bag in the universe. Join the Pure family today. Pre-sale at puredisc.net.
So I just asked Daniel.
Jonathan, catch. Huh?
Warning, low oxygen. Warning, low oxygen.
Jonathan, we're getting an anomalous critical failure on your suit. Could you please confirm status?
Sorry, man.
Warning, low oxygen.
So the Supreme line is going to be the next generation of plastic that's going to allow players to take their game to the next level.
Yeah, the first 4 discs that are going to be released in the Supreme Series are going to be our first 4 original molds: the Judge, the Trespass, the Fugitive, and the Escape. All of the Supreme Series molds, they're actually brand new PDJ approved molds that are designed for the specifics that we believe our players are asking for today.
What is going on? Holy cow, an eagle!
Niklas!
What just happened? 80. On a harp. This is looking really good. Going in? Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
Within even 30 meters. Let's give it a chance. Get it!
No
he
way.
did it! What a highlight putt!
Way.
Another little showmanship. So cool.
Thank you for that.
My first impression of Discraft, they were reliable. The plastic had a nice feeling. It was very durable. It seemed that when they were producing discs, they came out more the same. For me, it's just good plastic. This relationship is definitely something that I can build on.
Back on the course, we're halfway through the final round at Copenhagen Open 2023. We thought we would maybe get a new champion here in Copenhagen, but more and more it's starting to look like we might see Daniel Davidsson yet again up on the podium, the defending champion. UDisc win probability giving him 56% chance to take it down.
Interesting. Yeah, just a 1-stroke lead at the moment. Quite a few guys pressing, and it would be a very, very impressive repeat victory.
This guy being one of those right behind. Tied for second place, Mauri Willman. 1 stroke behind only, so that 56% chance might be a little bit more than what I would give him. But Mauri is not gonna get an easy birdie here at least.
Hit the gap nicely, but kicked right off a tree there near the end of it. Might have a circle 2 look if he's lucky, but we'll have to wait and see. Hole 10 today, averaging 3.77, 40% birdies. No eagles yet today.
Smooth and great approach from Samuel Henninen. Had some struggles at the start of the round, but is picking up the pace. We shouldn't count him out just yet.
No, he's right in this. Just 2 strokes back of the lead. He's got a tap-in birdie there.
So Daniel Davidsson seems to be next up. That means that Hjalmar must be in a really good position because he hasn't thrown his second yet. Okay, here he is. And he is in a really good position.
Yeah, wide open look. Just going to try to put this close.
Coming in a little bit hot, but no, it's okay.
Should be fine.
He has shown some frustration.
Been pretty nervy on the green, so yeah, you want it as close as possible, but
stress-free birdies is all that guy wants right now.
Is that Daniel's drive?
Must have been.
Oh, man.
I wonder how he ended up there.
Yeah, I get the layup for birdie.
Rene, could you tell us how did Daniel Davidsson end up in that great position from the tee?
I think he capped one of the last branches, but he made it out into the open and had that jump putt for, to lay up.
Nice.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
He has really found his groove right now. The guy who has been in the military the whole winter, not being able to practice as much as he would have wanted to, been doing a lot of other things instead, seems to be working out just fine. Daniel Davidsson, the reigning champion. Fighting for birdie here. Looking more and more likely.
Did he change his hat? He's got his lucky hat back on. I thought he had a cap on when we started with it.
I don't know.
I know when he was interviewed, he had a Discmania hat on, but
that's right. Rene, did you notice if Daniel Davidsson has changed his hat?
Well, now that you mentioned it, I'm pretty sure that when I did the interview with him earlier, he was wearing the Discmania cap, but now he's not.
He's got his lucky hat on.
I can't remember if he started with this hat or not.
So, potentially a new hat. I wonder if he's still eating at the same pizza place as last year. If you have a chance, Rene, can you please ask him if that pizza place is still the winning recipe?
I think he's got other things on his mind right now.
Yeah, sorry, I meant more after the round. We don't want to disturb him.
Please don't pester the leader of the tournament.
Rasmus Tuominen here. He has been coming from behind, climbing up 2 spots today. 6 down through 11, bogey free.
We have a new course record, 13 down from Appokarhi.
We do have. He collected a par there on hole 18.
With a bogey, so he had 14 birdies today. That's amazing.
Rasmus Tuominen, watch out for him.
Oppo up 30 spots today into 5th place momentarily anyway. He most likely will be surpassed by a handful of players, but what a remarkable final day.
I still think that will be the course record. I don't think anyone else it could happen. It could happen, but...
well, today's the day if anyone can. The scoring conditions are good.
But it's going to be...
slightly breezy, but nothing compared to what they have been dealing with the last couple days.
Samuel Henninen here on hole 11. He is aiming for that left side.
Perfect.
I wonder if this is a little bit short, maybe.
Maybe.
I think it's right at circle's edge.
We'll see how much it slid. Yeah.
But it was really great looking line though. But
yeah, it's hard to tell how much ground play he actually got. But yeah, so Lucas Rokkonen parred out after hole 11. He was 9 down through 11 and took nothing but pars after that. So he's not a threat for the course record.
Daniel Davidsson, not the best effort there, but okay. I think we might see a layup from him.
But yeah, 13 down is going to be pretty hard to beat. Onni Rusunen would be probably the only person who could do it.
Daniel Davidsson could get it.
Yeah.
No, he's only 6 down, sorry. I thought he was 8 down. That's Onni. My mistake.
But Onni's putting for bogey, so maybe that's not going to happen.
Ooh, Hjalmar is going wide. I think that's too wide.
That could be trouble.
That was almost heading towards the OB, but it was hitting something there on the left side. Mauri Willman with a forehand. Tied for second place still. We might see 2 Estonians as champions here in Copenhagen.
That's a possibility.
Kaidi Alsalo taking down the win with ease this earlier today.
Yeah, congratulations to her. Here's Jesse Nieminen.
Been great at his hitting this gap so far, and he's doing it once again.
That turns a little left and really good position. He'll have a nice straight look.
Otto Mäkinen then.
Mauri's got like a really sneaky style, isn't he? He kind of just somehow hangs in there even when you're not really noticing him doing much.
Bogey free.
Yeah. Yeah, and yesterday, it didn't seem like he was doing anything too impressive. And he was able to,
suddenly he was just there.
Lead, yeah.
Happens quickly.
He just doesn't make any big mistakes, and he kind of just slowly accumulates birdies. A great way to do it.
Was it Hjalmar there who was just laying it up? Think so. Daniel Davidsson next up. Will he go for it? Yeah, he's gonna go for it. Of course.
OB directly behind, so
the champ.
If he does miss, it's gonna cost him. But it's inside the circle. And the problem is the layup can be kind of sketchy, so you might as well just go for it, I guess.
I have a feeling he's going to make this one.
Oh,
there
yeah.
you go, another
Fist
birdie.
pump. That meant a lot, and he knew it. Big relief to see it in the basket there. Fist pump, love tap. He's feeling good.
And suddenly he's running away a little bit. 3-stroke gap now. Samuel Henninen can make it to a 2-stroke gap, and he's doing just that. But
yeah, Daniel, he kind of opened that up quickly, didn't he? So yeah, just 2 strokes, but 7 down on the round, a sneaky 7.
Mauri
feels like he left a few strokes here and there, and he's still at 7. That's a very highly skilled player.
Another birdie there for Mauri.
Yeah,
he said sneaky good. That's exactly what he is. Now 5 down through 10.
11.
11, sorry. Yeah. And
but
Hjalmar
just 2 strokes behind the lead.
Not really keeping pace right now. But still it's at 6th place.
I am still impressed with this youngster, though. I mean, yeah, he's kind of started to show a little bit of nerves and slowed down a lot, but the way he came out firing 4 in a row, and he's got a very unique style. He's very smooth.
Extremely smooth.
Very talented, yeah.
And we need to remember how young he is, and he's learning.
Enormous potential there, yeah.
I would still say we have some quite good players in Sweden, but I would still rank him number 2 right now after Linus Karlsson.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see how his season plays out, and his very long career ahead of him.
Silver, look at that.
He's good.
Throwing straight, he knows that Harp has a little bit of turn in it, and
oh man.
So impressive to see him throwing those.
Here's Ani trying to bounce back after a bogey on the last hole. Trying to follow Silver's line and does so even better.
Sliding up all the way to the basket. I think that's going to be a tap-in birdie.
That's parked.
It is parked.
That's a great bounce back there. Not sure what happened on 12, but he took a 5, so he's going to feel good about that. We are disc golf.
That's Axel Corneliusen.
Yep.
From Norway.
Norwegian.
Hitting
Just
the
turned
guardian tree there.
that over a little bit too much.
Not having his best round, over par.
Yeah, rough start and then a couple struggles here lately, but really high quality player, and he's put in a good performance this weekend. Yes, a laser beam forehand right up into the circle.
What a shot. This is very difficult, hole 12.
Otto also going to go with the forehand.
This hole's placed so different now when it's calmer than it has been doing in the wind.
Yeah.
They can really attack in a completely different way than they have been able to do yesterday and 2 days ago.
Yeah, we've had nearly gale force winds the last couple of days. So happy to see that sunshine and people there and without jackets. Some breeze, but nothing at all compared to what we have seen. And the scores are reflecting those changes in conditions. 13 down.
Have to remember that many of these players, especially here in Finland, are coming from courses where there are still snow on the ground.
Yep.
Saw some clips from another great Finnish player who's not here. Lauri Lehtinen out there playing in the snow, warming up for his season to start, coming back from an injury.
Yep. Hopefully his hand will be all healed up for the season when he does make his return.
And he was really a treat to watch last year on Disc Golf Stream.
Yeah.
Taking down the title at Tyni, almost getting the title at the Estonian Open.
Yeah, pushing Niklas there to the very end.
Probably a few more times. We saw him on the Prodigy Disc Pro Tour.
Sure.
Quite a few times. So Lauri, we hope that you get back soon.
Yeah, one of Europe's finest.
World's finest, I would.
For sure.
Would even say.
For sure. Still very young, lots of potential, and really looking forward to his performances this season. Has he signed up for Belgian Open? Do you know?
I don't think so. I think he's waiting a little bit longer, and I think that's wise. Do not stress when you have injuries like that. I mean, he hasn't been able to throw even at all.
Yeah, it's his throwing hand. Oh.
Onni Rusunen missing a putt there on one of the easier holes, maybe the easiest hole even. Hole 13. It's one of them at least.
Yeah, I don't think it's the easiest, but it's the second easiest today at 2.65 average. 42% getting the bird.
Seems like we will see Lauri already in Estonia.
There you go.
In a month. The third stop at the European Pro Tour.
Yep.
He played really well there last year, and great place to make a comeback.
Yeah, that's June 2nd through 4th at the Kurvama course. Beautiful setting for disc golf. One of my favorites. We got to travel there together last year and had a really good time. There's beautiful green grass fairways with really nice fair lines in the woods. Lots of other things to do in the area. Got a really great clubhouse atmosphere. You tee off right there from the terrace on hole 1 there in front of the cafe.
Probably my favorite course I've ever played.
Yeah, it's up there.
So really beautiful with grassy fairways in the middle of the forest and just super well taken care of, and that nice atmosphere around it.
Yeah,
first tee and
very
terrace there.
Very peaceful area, great design, really friendly course designers and tournament directors. I guess Seppo Pajo designed the course.
Yeah, a long time ago. I think there are some different layouts, and not sure if he designed the tournament layout, but he was definitely a part of making that course.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant venue for disc golf and for a high-level event such as that.
Don't miss out on Estonian Open here on Disc Golf Stream in just a few weeks.
Yep, looking forward to that, as well as the Belgian Open 2 weeks from this weekend. And lots of exciting action coming to you all year.
Pyry Joutsen was just pitching out there. He's going to putt for par. There's Jesse Nieminen for his birdie. Without that bad start on hole 1 with a triple bogey, he would have had something going, but
just short for the birdie there.
15th place right now.
Yeah, this one's the second most difficult hole on the course today. Averaging over par, 4.38. 13% getting the birdie. Only 3% able to park it. Maybe we can shout out those park jobs.
Quite a few, right?
No, just 3.
Okay, only 3, yeah.
Andreas Paulsen, Gustav Dahlin, Swedish.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Philip Dahlin.
I think they're brothers, yeah?
Brothers that parked hole 12.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Good job.
Just 3% of the field able to do that. Nice work.
One of them won the Swedish opener last weekend. I don't remember which one it was. They are both really good disc golfers.
I think it was Gustav.
Yeah, it might have been Gustav, yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Pyry Joutsen here for par. No, was that birdie really? No, that was par. I thought so. Pyry, 6 down through 12. He's right now at tied 6th place, together with Hjalmar Fredriksson, Otto Mäkinen, Silver Lett, Mattias Vilota. A lot of players.
Yeah. A little back up here on the tee of 12. See how it affects our lead card. Little nerve check moment.
Daniel looks very, very relaxed there.
He's found his groove.
Yeah.
He's got his lucky hat back on. He's birdieing pretty much everything. This is how I remember Daniel from last year.
Yeah. I still have a picture though of him looking a little bit pale for a while there, but this is around where he started to look more and more relaxed again. So
yeah,
he had a few holes there where I remember we were talking about that.
Check out this line. This is the play if you got it when there's the wind is down. Oh, that turned into a roller though.
A sky roller.
Not sure if that was the intention, but that's pretty far out of position. You can try to sneak it up their back door, which is a possibility with his power, certainly.
He doesn't look too happy with it, so I don't
think that was the intention.
Daniel is going with a slightly more defensive line with a forehand.
Oh yeah, taking the wide gap.
Okay, he's taking the wide gap.
This is really a safe
not going for too much.
Safe play, yeah.
Watch out, gallery.
Finish is good. With that play, you get kind of more of a straighter look at your second shot, but it is a very long shot.
Much longer.
It's uphill, but then you don't have to worry about turning anything. You can kind of just try to throw a straight shot, and even if it doesn't get all the way there, you can be sure that you're not going to have to scramble out of the bushes at least.
Distance is usually no problem for Daniel Davidsson, though.
Yeah, he's got it.
And this, yet again.
That's a good one, man.
Didn't he get in the same spot yesterday?
His forehand's super good. He's got some elite distance forehand, you know. To be able to turn the corner on hole 2 like he did, and then to be able to get that kind of distance on a low, tight gap shot.
Yeah, not just elite distance, but control.
Yeah.
He finds the right angle every single time he releases that forehand.
I'm really impressed with what we're seeing from Mauri Wielman all weekend here.
Hjalmar is also going the safe route here on the left side. Now he's going high.
Yeah.
This is a new line.
Big lefty hyzer shapes up good for that, but he kind of...
Same spot there around where Samuli ended up, a little bit shorter.
Yeah, a little bit too far right. I doubt that he can attack the back door, so he's going to have to get really creative. I guess he does have a lefty hyzer that can get most of the way up there. Ooh. Trying to skip it in there.
We're getting some nice information here in our live chat on YouTube that Lauri Lehtinen is not injured anymore, that he is in the military service.
Oh, he's also there.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
So many players in Finland are doing military service this year. We have Christian Koksa, we have Daniel Davidsson, Lauri Lehtinen then, and also Nestori Tuhkanen.
Yeah, well, I really admire and appreciate the service and the sacrifice that all those young guys are making.
Especially in times like these.
Yeah, it's a very tense situation with the security here in Finland, and we're very grateful for everybody's effort to protect us.
Yes, it's almost going too long there with a super straight approach. Try to do that with a sake bomb slammer if you can.
That was amazing.
Yeah. But great to hear, if that is correct, that Lauri isn't injured anymore. We really wish him the best. And he is one of our favorite players to watch. Pyry Joutsen going with a wide hyzer. And that's looking good. He gets a green flag.
Yeah, of course, Lauri Markkanen also doing his military service.
Yeah.
One of the top NBA players in basketball.
Also a disc golfer.
Yeah, true.
But maybe not on the same level as Lehtinen.
No, very few are. But then very few are at the level of quality basketball as him. He's had an amazing year.
Don't follow basketball that much, but I still know who he is. And I think he's a friend of Macbeth, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Or at least have seen them on some photos together. Daniel is gonna... I don't know what he can do from on the right side up there in the thickest part. I know what Hjalmar needs to do though. He needs to throw a high hyzer, get as close to the basket as possible and just collect a birdie. But I wonder if that's gonna reach all the way up. Yeah, almost. 12-meter putt. It's not coming that easily for him anymore. That start was really promising, but no.
Yeah, it's strange how sometimes the nerves can come at different moments in the round. You kind of expect it to be right at the beginning, you know, first time on live coverage, but the round is long, and maybe it kind of hits different people at different moments, different times. You know,
took a while for him to digest that he's on live coverage, and we still have no idea if that is actually the case. But it certainly looks like he's having problem with the nerves.
Yeah,
it's usually extremely relaxed and.
Yeah, here we're seeing that backdoor attack from Samuel.
Oh.
Nicely done, just outside the circle.
Long look at the birdie.
It takes a lot of power to get all the way around those bushes, but he
if
played it smart. Yeah.
If someone is having a lot of power, it's Samuel Hänninen, and he's
For
one
sure.
of the best distance throwers in the game.
Pooter here for birdie. Oh, just left side.
Pyry, who had a perfect start, 6 down through 6.
Really slowed down, hasn't he?
A lot.
Wow, flexing a forehand. It gets knocked down by some overhanging branches.
Surprising miss there. That looked like a fairly easy shot. As easy as it gets on the second shot here, on this hole at least. He was in the perfect position to attack.
Yeah, he put himself in prime position, and he'll certainly be disappointed to not get up and down there.
And Silverlet keeps on going, climbing slowly but steady. Only 4 behind Daniel Davidson right now. Still bogey free. That goes a long way. Tied for 5th place. Has his aim set for the podium. Could reach it. Mauri's disappointing now. 3rd throw, which we thought would be a putt, but instead it's an approach. A good one though.
Yeah. Right there.
Rene, do you have any idea how deep in Daniel ended up?
Unfortunately not, but it seems like he is quite deep.
We cannot see him right now at least. And
he is almost pin high, but it looks like he is... Well, they're actually still looking, so maybe they don't know where he is. He could be in the trees. These trees are known to eat every disc you throw into them.
Just seems like they found it there. Hjalmar helping out a little bit.
Oh, it doesn't look good.
No, not at all.
He's going to have a hard time getting out from there, let alone
looking for a gap. He needs to be creative now.
Yeah, and careful. If you're not, you can easily end up not gaining any distance if you're unable to get it out. It's so thick in there. Hard to explain just how thick these bushes are.
Can't even see him throw, and I think I saw something move. I hope for his sake that it wasn't his disc.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Did he throw already? Yeah, he did. What happened there, Renne? Can you tell us?
It looked like he tried a roller out and hit, unfortunately, one of the last trees he had to clear.
Okay, so Daniel in a little bit of trouble here on hole 12.
Samuel missing his putt also for birdie. Hjalmar putting for birdie also from similar distance, 12 meters.
It's go a long way for him.
There you go, I almost said, but that's heartbreaking.
That was a good looking putt.
That was so straight and had the... He looked so determined there.
He really jams them in there. They are coming in at a lot of speed, but when it hits there, you'd kind of hope it would stay.
That's heartbreaking. When he needed it the most and it looked like it was perfect, he just doesn't get rewarded.
Slightly weak side, but I mean, you can't do a whole lot better.
Will he be able to recover from that? And a hiccup here for the leader and reigning champion. He will still be in the lead, but opening the door for Samuel Henninen and for Mauri Willman right behind.
Yeah. Gonna close the gap to 1.
Still the same 3 guys in the top who started out this round.
Tied, yeah. Yeah, and nobody able to really charge up past them, even though we have seen some hot rounds, but just not from anybody who is close enough to really make it count.
No, they seem to be dropping off here one by one. A mistake here and there is not something that you can afford. An disappointing par there for Hjalmar Fredriksson, the young Swede. Still in the top 10, but dropped 3 spots. Could maybe, with a nice finish here, finish on the podium, but the win seems to be very difficult to get from where he's at now.
Difficult hole 15 here. If he can get this to skip, it's going to be perfect.
Nice.
Oh man,
nice,
he has parked it. That is right there in the bullseye. Clutch.
Onni Ruusonen, I think he's one of the guys that our guest at Inside Disc Golf, Elias Luukkonen, was talking about as one of the biggest promising young players here in Finland that we should keep our eyes on, and we're doing that right now.
Yeah, Silver trying to get it in there from the bushes. Pretty good effort, but a little bit left. But yeah, so many young talented players across this continent and here in Finland.
Corneliusen here, solid putt for him.
Is that for birdie?
That was most likely for birdie, considering the round of applause he got.
Oh yeah, great birdie. Solid highlight birdie from Axel.
And speaking about Elias Luukkonen, he is the reigning champion in Belgium.
That's right.
And we will most likely see him in 2 weeks trying to defend that title. It was a part of the Euro Tour last year, and this is one of the new events here for us on the European Pro Tour.
Yeah, I think the competition will be a little more fierce this year, but he's going to be hungry for a repeat.
And he is definitely a guy to have your eyes on. I think this might be a big breakout year for Elias Luukkonen.
He's been working real hard in the off-season, that's for sure.
I think few players are working as hard as he does.
He's got a great coach, and he's really committed to the concept of being a professional athlete.
I really recommend you all to go and listen to our podcast episode with Elias Luukkonen. It is so many interesting things that he's talking about there. So, Inside Disc Golf episode Don't remember which one it was, but one of our earlier episodes at least.
6 or 7 maybe.
You will find it on Disc Golf Stream or your favorite podcast platform. Rachel Turton out here watching the lead card also. She was the queen of Copenhagen until today. Know that she's slightly disappointed with her performance, but she
shot the hot round today.
Really upped herself a lot today, and yeah, nothing to be ashamed about anymore.
A little soft on that forehand. Gets a pretty decent reaction off the tree. Circle 2 look. Kind of a scary putt with the downhill.
Would need an easy birdie now, and it looks like he's gonna get one.
That's great.
It looks like that. Sliding up just past the basket, straight as an arrow. Through the narrow gap. Well, maybe not that narrow.
It's not as easy as it looks. Wide line here from Daniel. Gonna try to skip it in there. Oh, catches some branches, but it's fine. That's safe.
That is just safe. The asphalt is out of bounds.
Paving stones are in, so he is in, but not by much. Just an inch there from the OB line, but clearly safe.
And clearly a little bit lucky also, and he needs that luck after that bogey on hole 12. To keep the lead would be important to make this putt.
Yeah, this is one of those that you could kind of count as a must-get birdie, although it's not as easy as it looks. It's playing as the third most easy today now with the wind down. 2.66 average, 41% birdies today.
Still predicted to take down the win by UDisc win probability here. 54% chance.
Pretty good odds.
Yeah. And it wouldn't make things worse if he made that putt. Onni Ruusonen. Sponsored by Innova.
Right down the middle. Great gap hit, moving left. That'll work.
Great.
Maori here. For birdie, I believe. Yes.
Another long putt for him.
And another left side miss.
That seems to be the miss for him. Yeah, it's always right. Height, but just a little bit left when he's missing.
Silver having a good round. Bogey free, 7 down.
Slowly but steady, getting closer and closer.
Yeah, and eyeing up a podium position if he can finish strong.
And that course record set by Apo Karhi is gonna give him a great position here at the finish. Not that many players are actually gonna pass him.
Yeah.
Frustrating miss there for Samuel Hänninen. Had a chance to maybe tie up with Daniel here.
Yeah, and at least put some pressure on him to know that he needs it to keep the lead outright. Now he's got a chance to distance himself again by a stroke. 2 strokes total. Just short on the stepper.
A lot of misses here suddenly.
I think he's a little nervy here.
Clearly.
It's such a tight race, a lot of tension. Exciting final day here in Copenhagen. Last year we kind of had a walk in the park sort of for Daniel by this point, but a little bit different story this year.
Not the case. He cannot afford any mistakes like that. He got lucky there that Samuel Hänninen and Mauri missed their putts.
Yeah.
But he cannot count on them doing that so often.
Yeah, and if they're not careful, Onni Ruusonen
That's right.
might just hunt these guys down from the chase. Great comebacker.
When he's hitting that putt, it's looking very, very good and extremely clean. Just nice spin on it and straight to the basket. But those misses are coming a few times too often.
Yeah, they're all for birdie, though. Every time he's missed, it's been been for birdie. He's keeping it clean.
Bogey free. Hjalmar Fredriksson picking strokes on the whole card, and
great birdie there.
Now it's starting to look a little bit better for him suddenly. Up to 5th place.
Yep.
Only 2 behind Samuel Henninen and Mauri Willman and Onni Rusunen. Things can happen quickly. We see it now.
Yeah, great score separating holes throughout this course. Really, really well designed for exciting high-level competition. What's going on here?
Is this 14?
Is that Juho?
Pulkkanen, yeah.
Yep, for birdie.
He doesn't have his best round today. Dropped down to 34th place, but he's a young and promising player, still a teenager.
Super talented. He's really performed well this weekend. Not having his best day, as you said, but
he almost reached the lead card. Like he,
yeah, he was tied for the same that
Hjalmar, same score as Hjalmar after
Exactly.
2 rounds. Yeah, Hjalmar just having a slightly better round yesterday. That pushed him up to the lead card.
Exactly.
Buru Joutsen, hot round yesterday. Solid putt here, but that was for par. And his great start there after 6 holes. Nothing else but birdies. Slowed down just a bit, and 3 pars in a row now on 12, 13 and 14. Solid round, but would have needed a little bit more.
Jesse for a nice birdie. There you go.
Climbing back up that without that bad start. It's already up to 13th. Jesse Nieminen. Had a triple bogey on hole 1, but after that nothing but pars and birdies. Similar to day 1, but then that mistake came on the last hole instead of the first.
Yeah, there's just a handful of holes for Jesse that have really kind of kept him out of this. You know, otherwise he would be right there at the top.
Super good looking turnover there for the young Swede Hjalmar Fredriksson. He's so far up the fairway. That's the best possible shot, I would say.
It's the best we've seen so far, that's for sure. And it's the smoothest, clean form you can see, really, isn't it? It just
doesn't look like he's doing anything, and the disc just flies and
totally effortless.
Stays in the air. This is way too much.
Yeah, over
too
there,
much right.
Over there on the green at 13.
There's no out of bounds though.
D2, I think.
How far up will he smash this one?
A little wide right side. Can it sneak through?
If it misses that tree, it's going to be great.
It does. Perfect.
It is great.
Great line.
It's in the wide open spot, so far up on the fairway.
Another one of the best we've seen.
Great. Not surprised. And now the leader and reigning champion Daniel Davidsson. How far up will he get? I think he's going to get quite a bit.
Straightened out a little on him, but it gets through the gap.
Watch out. It's coming in.
Ooh, that's great, because that lines up straight now at the basket. That's
in a very interesting spot.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he gets a run up or not, but he got good distance, and he's got himself a really good angle that you don't really usually have on this one.
This will be interesting to see. 4 very different lies. Who will be able to approach this to get their birdie? Rene, what do you think? Who's in the best position there from the tee?
Well, there's no doubt that Hjalmar is closest to the basket, but I'm not sure that he's in the best place. I'd say that I can't remember who threw the yellow disc that is in just a little bit short of the opening. There's a better hyzer line over the bushes. But I don't know, man.
Yeah.
The yellow disc was Samuel, right? D2.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, 4 very different lies.
Uh-oh. That's a runaway green there on 16. He's going to pay for that.
What do you want to see? Silverlet, we don't get to see him. Oh, here is Samuel. Distance is no problem for him. Can he find a way in? Yes, he can. There you go.
Sure can.
More or less tap-in birdie for Samuel Hänninen. What a highlight shot.
That was clutch, right when he needed it.
Sweet. I'm very impressed of that.
Yeah, that's going to put some pressure on Daniel for sure. And that was an amazing highlight. So hard to get it in there just right. You can see there's just not a lot of airspace, a lot of overhanging branches. You got to kind of drop it in with the hyzer, and that is very, very impressive.
Things are happening now.
Yeah, getting very exciting here. Ani was really lucky that didn't roll away. That is a very slopey spot, but he somehow was able to stay close.
We almost got to see Silver let putt here also, but he got a birdie, so he's up to 5th place.
Nice.
Only one behind Samuel Hänninen, Mauri Vilmanen, Onni Ruusunen.
Oh, okay, Mauri was a yellow disc as well. That's the one I think that Renee was referring to. But he doesn't get the height that he needs, and so it gets knocked straight down. And
it's not nice. Luckily, he will be able to get a par quite easily from that spot.
Yeah, but not really a chance to run a birdie.
No, not at all. Daniel Davidsson.
See,
you're right.
I like this position.
It's good. And he's so far up, so he doesn't even need to run up. And he's throwing a tilt. Yeah.
Going with a big spike hyzer and can try to knife it in. He knows it's going to fade hard, turn almost vertical in the end.
Yes.
It gets most of the way through there. He might have a little bit of overhanging branches to deal with, but
I think he's close enough to get that one.
He's in the circle for sure.
But interesting to see how much is in the way.
Yeah, and with Samuel parked that way, we could see a tie ball game here pretty quick.
Yeah, see how far up he is. But it's not going to be easy.
That's kind of crazy that he got that much distance.
What can he do from there even?
Got a
big hyzer.
Lefty spike hyzer.
Yeah. I was thinking you could also go with a right-handed forehand there with a big anhyzer and maybe find a way in. But no, he's lining up a backhand.
Yeah, I think this is the play here. This is that back door. We saw, I think, Mauri go with the forehand the same way around. Was it round 1?
How close will he get himself? Ooh, circle's edge.
Yeah, good effort. Clear open look at least.
It's clear that distance is not the key to holes like these. It's all about placement, but he should still be happy with his shot. .189 meters hole, but yeah, difficult approach wherever you are on the fairway here. Mauri pitching up, saving his par. Samuel Hänninen, we can already count on his birdie. That's going to be one of the easier ones.
And green?
So he's going to be at 19 down. If Daniel doesn't make his one, there's going to be a tie for the lead. These two guys who played on the same card yesterday, Samuel Hänninen, Daniel Davidsson. From circle's edge, okay. Right outside. Clean look though. What chances do you give him here?
It's a pretty low ceiling. I mean, it's definitely a tester here. This is maybe 50-50 or 50-60 if you're a Matti Nykänen fan.
And yeah, it was those 50% on the negative side there that he found. We might have a tie with 4 holes to play. Hjalmar Fredriksson could still climb up on the podium. And this feels like a must get to do that. There you go!
Wow.
That was great to see, and the way he did it also. And thinking about what happened on one of the previous holes when it just similar looking putt from even longer distance just bounced out in a weird way. That one stayed in, catching all the chains in the whole basket, it felt like.
Yeah, beautiful highlight putt there from Hjalmar, and I really like his style. Looking forward to watching him for years to come. Mauri in.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many Swedes on the MPO lead cards. It's nice to see a young one coming up. We had Elias Gripler here last year for the second round on the lead card.
It's all tied up at the top. Sorry to interrupt you. But yeah,
no. This is way more interesting. Samuel Henninen now tied up with Daniel Davidsson in the lead. I'm just excited as a Swede to see another one on the lead card. Playing great. Rasmus Tuominen. Not getting that one. Where is he right now? He's at 10th place. Got himself a bogey there. Silverlet.
For bird.
Sneaking himself up there.
Nice.
For a birdie, and he's bogey free today, 9 down.
Yeah, and he's only 1 stroke behind the leader at the moment.
Could he finish with a birdie on hole 18? He could potentially get up on the podium. What chances do they give him on U-disc here? Top 3 finish for Silverlet. 44% chance, yeah?
Great chance.
45% chance of seeing Daniel Davidsson at the top of the podium. 29% chance for Samuel Henninen. So still the reigning champion as the favorite. And here is Hjalmar Fredriksson on hole 15.
Yeah, this one, 4th most difficult on the course, averaging 3.08. 17% of the field getting the birdie today. That's pretty good.
Right there.
Just 2 park jobs from Ani Rusunen and Kasperi Pakarinen. Hjalmar going with the wide shot. Did that go long of the... Whoa, how much power does he have?
That's a 120-meter Spike Heiser, more or less.
More like 130.
Yeah,
it landed
true.
outside
Went
the
10
circle.
meters long. Yeah, he has power.
With high, wide Spike Heiser, that was bonkers. Oh, man.
Next level from this teenager. I didn't know about this distance that he has, but now I know. Samuel, big mistake. Big mistake.
He's lucky it didn't go as deep as it could have, but
yeah.
That's going to be par at best.
And this guy, let's not forget about Mauri Willman. Still right there, 1 behind the leaders.
Yeah, big moment for him if he can put this close.
I like it.
It's amazing.
I like this. And I think he does as well.
Yep. Right inside the circle.
He should be proud of his drive there. That's right in the circle. Wow.
Yeah, and he's got a tailwind putt.
He's most likely going to be tied with Samuel if he can make that putt.
Huge moment for the outcome of this event right now. Daniel overturns this one.
I don't
right
like this
there with
one.
Samuel. Well, he got an even better kick. He's going to have an easier time scrambling, but neither of them are going to get a birdie here. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that.
Let's hear from Brenne. Who is in best position there of the leaders, Daniel or Samuel?
Whoever threw the red disc. But Hjalmar actually has a look as well because he managed to get all the way past the bush on the right side of the fairway and nearly took out some spectators.
Watch out.
Yeah, that could hurt a lot. That kind of force coming in. But yeah, that was wild. I guess that kind of left to right wind might have helped carry it a little bit, but that's some enormous power from the young man.
Silverlet here on hole 18's tee.
Yeah, if he can finish strong, he's going to be earning himself some serious money and really valuable tour points. We're going to see him most of the season here on the European Pro Tour, which is really exciting.
49% chance now to reach top 3. And
I don't like the tee shot a lot. It's way right. It makes the distance even further to get onto that second island. He does have the power to do it, but I wouldn't say he's in good position right now.
It doesn't shape up perfect for his forehand either. He needs to put a lot of flex on that also to get back onto the fairway.
And from that distance, birdie is pretty much out of the picture now.
This is much better. Who was that? I didn't get a chance to see.
I think that was Onni Ruusunen.
Yeah.
Which he has a lot to play for as well.
He definitely has a lot to play for. He also has a 50% chance to get up on the podium. Right now, tied for third place. 9 down through the round.
Daniel
pitching out.
Pretty close. Good out there from Samuel. He was in tough spot. He did well to get himself.
He's good at that.
Right up there, yeah. Yeah, he's good at throwing frisbees. That's for sure. Professional disc golfer. But yeah, great touch on that. Trusting the Annie and floating that putter up there and to about 5 meters from the bucket.
Should be Hjalmar next, right? Yeah, here he is. Strange position.
Get another sweet highlight from him. Oh, might have been good. Just caught one of those branches on the inside.
Nice run still, but
easy par. That's fine.
Time starting to run out for him. He only has 3 holes now to work with.
Chance for Mauri to draw even with the leaders here.
That's right.
If we can connect for birdie, we'll have a 3-way tie right where we started.
Right where we started. The same 3 guys might be tied after 15 holes.
They are.
They will be if they don't miss their tap-ins, of course. But
we have an official Mexican standoff, don't we?
Mexican standoff of Truel or Trial or something like that. We heard also, but Mexican standoff is our favorite.
Definitely have a 3-way battle.
Samuel Hänninen getting his par. And please don't give us any spit outs now because we want to have that 3-way battle. Hjalmar disappointed with that par. He needs birdies and he needs to birdie out here to have a chance to win, I think. But also just to get up on the podium, considering that all those 3 guys at the top are tied right now.
Oh man, so exciting.
Yeah. Somehow it's always exciting here on Disc Golf Stream on final day.
Yeah, we're so lucky to get to witness all this action as it happens. So grateful for all the technology and all the hard work it takes to set everything up. And yeah, what a joy.
Let's see if Silver can prove you wrong here that birdie is out of question. I'm leaning.
I can't imagine.
I'm more leaning to what you're saying.
Well,
but I
that's
think
pretty
that
good, though.
Silver isn't agreeing with that at all. He's safe on the second island. I think so, at least. Didn't look like that on his reaction, but
he seems disappointed, but I thought he cleared it.
Yeah, Judisk is saying that he's on the fairway.
I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's safe. He's safe.
I'm not sure what he was troubled about there, but that's about as good as you can expect.
I wouldn't react like that after that kind of shot.
Yeah, I'd be jumping up and down.
I almost did it here just by watching his shot. Corneliusen. That I would be less happy with, but it's still good.
It's a good roll, though. It's going to get him. Yeah, he's in.
Green flag.
Nice.
And a smile from the flag guy there also. That's a good sign.
Yeah, big thanks to the spotters and all the volunteers and everybody setting up this really fun event here.
3 holes left, and this is maybe the second most difficult out of those 3 holes. Hole 16.
Yeah, and it's the third most difficult on the whole course today, averaging 4.16. 16% birdies, just a few park jobs.
Priority number 1, hit the gap. Mauri is doing just that and also getting some bonus distance.
Oh yeah, that's way up there.
Still a long way to go for a birdie, but definitely doable from there.
Oh, totally.
Hjalmar Fredriksson here, the teenager from Sweden. Can he hit the gap? He has to get a birdie here to climb.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of got his back against the wall as far as the wind goes, but he's going to have to birdie out here and maybe do something even more extraordinary. But
interestingly enough, all these 4 guys on the lead card are on the same pace right now. Doesn't feel like that at all, but they're all 6 under par.
Many different ways to get there.
Yeah.
That was a good gap hit there, though. Yep. Sorry.
Doesn't matter how you do it.
Samuel clean through the gap with a lot of power. He's right over there with Mauri.
It's just blows my mind what kind of power he has. Few players in the world can match that.
Here we go.
Samuel Henninen, what a guy. And here's another one.
This is a huge moment now. Both those guys have pured the gap. Daniel has to get through now. And he does. And he does with authority. Look at it. Very similar, but even further distance.
That's so far.
3 just perfect drives from our leaders. Clutch to get through the gap there.
I love it.
Yeah, they want this. Everybody, they're hungry for it. So exciting. We're going to have a really, really exciting finish here. Here's Onni. He's still in the equation. I mean, it would take something bizarre for him to be the winner, but if he can get himself a birdie or a par here, he's going to be potentially on the podium and most likely at least in the top 5.
I'm just thinking about our birdie blueprint. They are all hitting their gaps right now.
Yep.
They are all handling the wind right now, which isn't the biggest threat at the moment. It will all come down to that hole 18. Who can stay focused all the way out? And we might be here for a while because we might see a playoff.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I don't want to say it, but I'm almost hoping for it. Like
oh man, who wouldn't like a little extra disc golf on a beautiful Sunday? Coming from the lovely Valbyparken here. Very historical course. It's been going for many, many years. They've hosted majors. And yeah, just a really great setting for disc golf, and the way that these guys are playing today, I could watch them forever.
Hjalmar first. It was a great shot, but not as much distance as the other players. What would it require for him to get up? Definitely a birdie here. He could get a birdie on 17 as well. That would suit him quite well, that hole. Big hyzer play so far. They are waiting for the... Rene, can you tell us what's happening? Is it the hole 17 that they're waiting for?
Yeah, you can see him moving.
I think there's quite a lot of spectators behind the tee and 17. And I'm pretty sure Hjalmar wouldn't feel great about hitting any of those guys.
Oh.
Yeah, they're going to let them clear off. I think everyone's throwing their tee shot now. It looks like the gallery's starting to progress. But pretty healthy gallery there for the chase card, too.
We haven't been talking about Hjalte Jensen for a while, but he is having a great round also today. Finishing at 7 under today, 16 under par total.
Nice.
Finishing tied for 7th place.
That should be a top 10 finish.
Yes, and Yemenen could surpass him, but I don't think anyone else.
Hjalmar with a really great upshot. Look at it. He's parked.
He is.
Nice. Perfect touch on that hyzer.
And he's doing what he needs to. That's not going to be anything else than a birdie.
Yeah, great to see him.
He hasn't given up on this yet.
He started strong. He's finishing strong. Showed some really great skills. Massive power. Great putting. Just a few nervous moments in the middle that kind of cost him the chance at the win, but he'll be back for more many, many times.
Mauri also looking good. Almost as close.
That's going to work just fine. Perfect little tailwind.
Putting a lot of pressure on Daniel Davidsson and Samuel Henninen, the Finns now.
Okay. They got so far off the tee. They're just going with like approach discs on the sidearm game here.
Who has the strongest finish? This doesn't look good.
That's fluffed.
This doesn't look good.
It's pretty okay.
Doable, yeah.
Yeah, but you definitely want a little bit better in that moment.
It slipped a little bit. I don't know what's happened, but it was fluffed, like you said. Yeah. Way too soft. Didn't look committed.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was worried about blowing past it. It does have a drop off. But, I mean, you got to get it close enough. Otherwise, you got a death putt.
This
is real good.
Much better.
If it can skip and fade. Oh, he overthrew it a little bit, though.
Too straight. And it wasn't as good as we thought.
It looked good, but it didn't really hook up on time like I thought it was going to.
Compared to those other two, that was the worst one.
Oh, yeah. He's in circle 2. Uphill putt, but there's a chance we might have a new leader here.
I think we might have an Estonian in the lead after this hole. Potentially tied with Samuel Hänninen, but...
Let's see. I mean, Daniel, he's got a great stepper. And
could definitely get it, but...
But yeah, it's looking like the advantage is definitely towards Mauri.
Are we going to get 2 Estonian champions in Valbyparken?
That'd be something. We haven't had any Estonian champions on the MPO side yet on the European Pro Tour.
And Mauri Willman is maybe not the one that I would have put my money on to become the first one.
He's clearly got the ability, yeah, and he's putting it all together this weekend.
Extremely important. We're saying it all the time now, but...
Every stroke counts now when you come down to the wire, but yeah.
Considering where Mauri is, this is just a must for Daniel to stay up there in the top.
Come on. Oh, it looks so good. Great effort there. He almost got his rainmaker, I believe it is, and it just hit the front cage right on line. Just needed a little more pop.
Samuel now for birdie, I believe.
Yeah. Can he clutch up here when he needs it? Keep hold of that tie for the lead.
Oh, that feels so good. He shows it also, and
yeah,
he knows how important that was.
Absolutely. Corner pocket left side. Not the most confident putt, but a very, very happy fist pump there when he saw it in the bottom of the bucket.
And when missing the approach just a little bit like that, it feels extra good to get away with one and just save the birdie. Mauri getting one also with a much better approach. And Mauri is going to be tied for the lead with Samuel Hänninen. Hjalmar Fredriksson with that birdie is now going to be tied for 4th place with Silverlet and Onni Ruusunen, but...
And only 2 strokes behind the lead. Imagine all those strokes he was bleeding off in the middle of the round.
He could still win.
Yeah, potentially. Oh, who is that?
That's a good question. I missed it.
I heard... Okay.
That was Onni Ruusunen.
That was Onni, so that's going to do it for his run at it.
He's going to be putting for par here now.
Oh, well, he did great to get himself a birdie look.
So most likely a par for him. So he's going to finish at 18. Under par and Silverlet here putting for bogey. From a difficult spot. I think Hjalmar isn't so sad about this, but I don't think he knows what's going on here either. Silver. Bogey putt. Podium seems to be out of reach, even if you make this.
Woo, good putt though. That was probably for several hundred euros and many points.
That's right.
Difference, so good to get it in there.
Even if you don't get up on the podium, you get a nice price check and a lot of other bonuses here on the European Pro Tour.
That's right. Mauri on the box.
Oh, I'm excited now. This is just so fun.
Yeah, this is great.
I hope Mauri feels as good as I do. I'm just loving this.
I know Prodigy feels good.
They should.
They got the top 2. They already got the FPO win. They really made good moves in the offseason. That's a little long, crashes down inside the circle. Might be a little bit low-hanging branches, but pretty good chance for birdie still. Hjalmar looks like he's lining up that low line.
Is that the XXX again?
Oh, no, okay. He's going with a spike.
Yeah.
Spike Kaiser then.
Extremely overstable fairway driver.
Yep, hanging it out wide.
Like it.
It looks real good.
I like this.
Just trusting his instincts and just...
I like this.
Oh, and a great roll at the end of it, too.
I like this a lot.
That's going to be a birdie look for sure. And the way he's putting at this point, I think you can almost count that one.
Now podium is definitely within reach for him. Let's see what Samuel Hennen... I don't believe this one will be close. Where did it end up? And tilt here for Daniel Davidsson. That has been flying quite a bit this weekend in the wind.
Looking to spike this one in. Gets a big air bounce. Should knife down with that much stability. It does eventually, but a little bit left side, just outside the circle.
Rene, did you get a look where Samuel Henninen ended up?
Yes,
third shot there.
Same distance. He is same distance from the basket as Hjalmar, but on the opposite side.
Okay.
So back left of the basket.
Okay.
Good position for him as well then.
Check out this beautiful aerial photography view of Copenhagen City. You can see the park is just right there in the middle of central Copenhagen. There, beautiful green space and a really wonderful capital city of Europe.
So green and such a nice place to be. Valbyparken, especially on a weekend like this when Disc Golf European Pro Tour is visiting.
Yeah, and we really appreciate y'all coming to watch this here final round coverage. If you like what you're seeing or if you want to help support us, we really appreciate all that. Go to discgolfstream.com to subscribe right now. You can use that code WELCOME for 50% off first month.
And there will be a lot of action on Disc Golf Stream this year, and it's really packed with events, and you can follow us every weekend almost. Again, next time in 10 days in Belgium for the first ever Belgium Open on European Pro Tour. Daniel Davidsson now, 12 meters.
Nope, short armed it.
That snapper isn't just working. I don't think he has made any of them. Last year he just smashed them from everywhere. And
he can feel it slipping away. What's the U-disc probability at this point, I wonder?
Shouldn't be that high anymore.
I think it's kind of slipping out from under it.
Right now it's only 14% and Mauri is having 50.
Oh, that flip-flopped real quick.
Here he is. If he can make this
is
would
quite
be
a tough putt, though. It would go a long, long way, though, wouldn't it? 2 strokes on Daniel.
Mauri Willman, what can you do here?
Huge moment. Oh, heavy chains. Just a little left side.
Out, and imagine being Samuel Henninen right now.
Oh, it looks so good.
Imagine being Samuel Henninen right now and seeing that the door is wide open and he's right there.
Chance for the outright lead here.
If he doesn't take this opportunity, then he's gonna not sleep well tonight. There you go, Samuel Henninen right now looking likely to take down the win here in Copenhagen with 1 hole to go. He's in the lead, he's in the solo lead. 2 ahead of Daniel Davidsson, 1 ahead of Mauri Willman, and 2 ahead also of Hjalmar if he makes this one. Hjalmar to tie with Daniel Davidsson for the 3rd place. But he's taking his time.
Nice putt.
He has been fighting himself back up. And that's for
par.
That's for par, yeah. I got confused for a second there, but yeah, that's for par. And only 1 hole to go now. Daniel Davidsson hasn't had a birdie since hole 11.
Really?
It doesn't feel like that. But somehow they just haven't come for him.
Right, that's true. He had that bogey and then he just hasn't really been able to capitalize.
While...
Because he had a couple strokes on everybody and now it's sort of...
Hjalmar Fredriksson suddenly 4 birdies on the last 5 holes and he's up there and...
could be on the podium.
He needs to hope that Samuel Henninen makes a mistake to take the win, but the podium is... he's already there. Samuel Henninen in a dream position here coming into hole 18.
Yeah, hole 18, the most difficult hole on the course. 5.6 average today. 327 meter par 5. That's 1,072 feet. 9% of the field getting the birdie today, and 1 person has parked it. That's Carl Falk.
Carl Falk, the Swedish
Great to get
guy,
a park job, yeah.
Sponsored by Kastaplast, and I think he likes the disc Falk as well. Just like Josef Berg, also sponsored by Kastaplast.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
They get the discs almost named.
I think so. I know that he's throwing that Falk, but I'm not sure if he's sponsored by Kastaplast or has an open bag, but I know that he has it in his bag, and of course, if you can match your discs with your name, then of course you're going to do it. I know there's one guy here in Finland called Reko who is putting with the Reko. I noticed in one of the competition I was playing here. Sadly, McMahon cannot throw an eagle, but I think if he could, he would probably bag that one also. Samuel Henninen now. 1 hole to go, but it's not an easy one. Wants it to fade, and it's
good.
Doing
super
just that.
good. It's perfect. Can't really do it any better.
No, do you think he's gonna try to go for birdie here or just play for par?
I don't really know. In that kind of prime position there, he can easily access the second island and try to do it with big distance.
And yeah, I'm thinking with the distance that I know that he has.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna try to go for the birdie.
Yeah. Well, it's in his hands. If he does birdie, there's nothing anybody else can do. This one is not really eagleable.
Super straight shot here for Hjalmar, but in an open, good position.
I mean, it could, I guess, be eagle with some crazy throw in, but it's very, very unlikely.
MX1 for Mauri Willman over stable mid-range.
Yeah, just placement control shot. Doesn't want it to blow past the OB, just trying to get it to hook up. Nice over stable mid.
Oh yes.
Looks real good.
It's going to be right there around that tee pad.
Yeah.
And we know that it's good.
Oh, yes.
Green flag.
Nice one. That's a good position as well.
Who is going to win?
Is there an owl in the
studio?
Yeah,
no. I started off just taking a deep breath, and then I don't know what happened there. But who will take the win? That's still like the question.
That might be sawed off. I think that... Oh, no, he's fine. He's
Perfect.
fine. He's fine. It pushed forward plenty. I was a little worried it had that much hyzer, but it must have got it to stand up a little bit.
4 great shots, and Otto Mäkinen has been out of bounds. He's dropping down. He's not going to be a threat for any of these guys. Here is Jesse Nieminen with his 4th throw, trying to get a par here. This hole has already wrecked one of his rounds. The first one, doesn't want it to happen again. This is good.
Yep. Skipping right up there. Circle 1 or just outside maybe.
Scary distance on an elevated basket, but I think that he's going to go for that one. He doesn't really have anything to lose at this point. 11th place. 5 down for the round. Not the greatest pace, but solid season opener for Jesse Nieminen.
Yeah, and if not for just a few blow-ups on a couple holes here and there, he would have been right in this.
Yeah, it's clear that this hole 1 on this round and hole 18 on round 1, that without those. Otto Mäkinen also has impressed us so much, almost getting through 2 rounds bogey-free, and could have been on the lead card if it wouldn't have been for this hole yesterday. But
puts it right up on the base.
He's right there, can drop it in for a bogey though. Yeah, for a bogey. Ooh.
Very exciting finish here.
I can't stop thinking that I think that Samuel Hänninen is gonna go wild from that position and just crush everyone. Please let us know in the live chat on YouTube, who do you think will take this down? My bet is on Samuel Hänninen right now. Hjalmar Fredriksson, the young Swede, proving himself to be able to compete with the biggest names in Europe. And he's throwing a great shot here. It's going to be inbounds. No, it's not inbounds. Red flag for Hjalmar Fredriksson. And
looked pretty good, but just faded too much. Or
that was a surprise. I don't think we're gonna see the Swedish flag on the podium this time. But it's just a matter of time until we see him at the top, being so young and so talented. Here is Samuel Hänninen. Controlled shot, not going for the super big distance, but he's right in the middle of the fairway. Can't wish for anything better than
all he needs.
Yeah.
He's going to be hard to beat now. He's executed 2 perfect shots on this hole. Yeah, I think par at worst really at this point, unless he makes some big mistake.
Remember what he did on the approach here yesterday, though?
He did not quite finish that strong yesterday, did he? Left himself outside the circle.
Cannot make that same mistake.
But Mauri needs this to be inbounds and in a position where he can attack for birdie. He's going to have to put the pressure on.
Mauri trying to be the second Estonian champion here in Copenhagen this weekend. Just getting inbounds, I believe.
Yeah, claps from the gallery. He must be safe. Doesn't look like the best place to attack for birdie, but he's got an amazing forehand, so it's
I'm not worried. I'm not
possible.
worried about that.
It's definitely possible. There we see how close Daniel was to going OB.
Close.
Yeah.
And I think we will see something very aggressive here from him.
Yeah, he really needs to push now. Max distance, full power rip.
Lips up nicely. How far does this go?
Real far.
Whew.
That was a smush.
Whew. He's trying to collect the birdie here.
Yeah. He's in great position to do that.
You have seen 8 birdies here today. Could this be number 9? Otto Mäkinen, thank you for what you have been showing off here.
Yeah, nice to see a new face on Disc Golf Stream, playing at a very high level.
I have a feeling that it's not the last time we're seeing him.
Certainly not.
Have a look at that. Look out for that Marimekko hat.
Yeah.
Easy to recognize Otto Mäkinen with that one.
Bit of a wild scorecard today, but a really impressive display of his abilities throughout the event.
Surprised to see him with that kind of wild scorecard, considering how...
Yeah, he played so clean in the wind, you know? I mean, that was amazing. He did almost 2 full rounds bogey-free in the insane wind.
Samuel Hänninen in the driver's seat now. It's all in his hands. It's his thing, his title to win, and it's his title to lose. Mauri and Daniel Davidsson especially can only try to get their birdies. But Samuel is in the driver's seat. Hjalmar with that OB, he's most likely not going to be able to finish on the podium, but Maybe a 4th place. Could he get up and down from here? Is it possible?
He's got amazing power.
He could get up and down from there.
Oh, yeah, he's safe.
Is that safe? It is just safe.
And he gets big claps from the gallery. There, Tournament Central.
Right around 10 meters from the basket and just safe.
He's still got a chance to get on that podium. He's going to need Daniel to make an error, though.
That's definitely not... Wouldn't be a big surprise if some of these guys are making a few errors.
This is a big one now. This can put pressure on Samuel if he can get it real close.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. Oh, yes. There you go.
Wow. What a clutch upshot there from Mauri Wielemann.
And now, Samuel Henninen, what can you do to answer to that?
Yeah. He's trying to push it to a playoff, Mauri. If Samuel is unable to get up and down from here, we're probably going to see a playoff. This looks pretty good, though.
You think so?
Is it fading out?
You think so?
Oh, it just hits that last guardian tree, and now he has an outside circle putt. He has to make a decision.
Of course, he has to run that.
No, he can push it to a playoff by laying up. He doesn't have to.
True. Yeah, you're
I mean,
right.
if he wants to.
Yeah, you're right.
If he wants to, he can, but he doesn't have to. And I don't know.
But
elevated basket, you know, what if he sails it long?
I'm 99% sure that he's going to run.
Oh, I think so too.
Yeah.
I'm totally in agreement, but I just saying he doesn't have to.
No, you are right. I was a little bit quick and thinking.
No, but it's up to him, right? It's in his hands, you know. I mean, pretty exciting moments, though. I mean,
Davidsson also getting a birdie here.
Oh, he's got a tap-in birdie.
Parked for a birdie,
and that's going to secure his podium spot.
Yeah, Hjalmar is not going to get this even if he makes that putt.
That putt's for par, so yeah, Daniel can tap in and take solo third.
Hjalmar is putting for solo 4th then.
Yes, that's right. Otherwise, he'll drop and tie with Onni Ruusunen.
Another young guy.
Here's a good look at Samuel. He's coming up and assessing the situation.
Samuel Henninen.
You can see he's thinking.
Yeah.
What is he going to do? It's all in his hands right now.
I have a good feeling about this. I think he's going to smash it in the chains and take down the win, but who knows? Who knows?
If not, Mauri will have a putt to push it to a playoff. He's definitely lining it up.
For the win. No.
Oh, he misses it.
Oh, no. He didn't take that much time on that one. I think he should have taken...
That's going to be a tricky comebacker now.
It's not over until it's in the basket on hole 18.
We called it.
And now he has a par putt.
Yeah, and the interesting thing about this is there's only 2 USDGC spots up for grabs here at this event. There's, I think, more European Open spots, but...
Did you see his face there? He is shaky right now. He is nervous. He wants this so badly, and...
This will be the biggest win of his career by far, either of these guys, but...
What a scary putt for him to come back there now.
We'll see if Hjalmar can end...
No, he can't.
Oh, no.
Not the first splash out for him, and he's going to still...
Oh, it was a great effort, though.
Be tied for 4th place.
So here, this means a lot now. He absolutely needs this to push this into a playoff.
Can't miss.
Most likely. I mean, Mauri's close, but it's going to be a nervy putt. But he's able to straddle out and get a good look at it. Gets it in easy, no worries.
There you go. And
great finish there.
This means we're most likely going to get a playoff.
It's going to be a nervy putt for Mauri. He's only about 4 or 5 meters away, but he obviously knows what the implications are.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit further than I was thinking. This is not the easiest one when
No. The wind is down, but the gallery is there
to get a playoff.
And the yes, he does it without a doubt. Fantastic display of wonderful disc golf here in Valbyparken, and we are going to see some more.
I think the playoff is going to be on hole 4.
Yes, that's true.
Hjalmar Fredriksson, thank you. Defending champion Daniel Davidsson.
So fun to watch this card. What a great final day card we had. The young Swede. Let's just listen here real quick. Sorry. Just make sure we're not missing anything. Okay.
Now they're gonna confirm the scores now to make sure that a playoff is actually gonna happen, and we are quite sure that that's the case. Samuel Hänninen missing that putt for the win. Luckily, he's able to make the comebacker. It wasn't an easy one though, and you could see how nervous he was. Yeah. And I'm nervous, of course he is.
I was happy to see they were both able to make those short putts when it really counted. And now we have a tie at the top. And
Daniel Davidsson almost back up there in the top, but he's finishing on 3rd place. So from winning last year, still on the podium.
Still a great result. He kind of just faded a little bit there at the end when he really needed to kind of close the deal. But
go like hole by hole or Samuel.
Ooh.
Yeah, 56. And Mauri, 56. Yes.
Remember how Mauri has been playing well on hole 4 also. Every round.
That's true.
If it is hole 4, which I think,
I'm pretty sure it is.
I think
check the
Mauri is maybe the favorite.
We will have a sudden death for the win between Samuel Hänninen and Mauri Willman. We are playing holes 4, 5, 16, 18 as long as needed. We will start in 5 minutes. We need to set up the UDIs for the playoff.
Okay, so a short break for the players to take a deep breath, think about what to throw.
4, 5, 16, 18.
Try to relax as much as you can, but it's not easier said than done. I think that Samuel just wants to be alone right now. He seems to be running away from everyone and
just trying to find some peace and comfort in the moment.
It's him versus Mauri Willman. It's Finland versus Estonia. It's Excel versus Prodigy.
Oh man, this is exciting. Look at that big gallery.
If you're watching this golf stream or the free coverage on YouTube today, I hope you're having as fun as we are here.
Meet Pure, the most modern disc golf bag in the universe. Join the Pure family today. Pre-sale at puredisc.net.
Hey, I'm Johannes.
Hey, I'm Jonathan.
And today we're going to talk about how to aim.
You have some problems with the distance, the timing, and pretty much everything. This is kind of the ground or the beginning of the throw.
There we go. So we're going to throw some forehands.
Oh yeah. Then you just stroke the board and then you push it in the basket. You should never, ever throw your max on a golf course.
What? What people are going to notice when they pick up the Supreme Series is superior grip, superior durability.
The inspiration of creating a new disc line for Dynamic Disc was to actually step up the quality even more.
Our friends over at Latitude 64 have to have special molds made. And this Supreme line of plastic is truly a premium plastic. It's a premium disc, and you will know it when you touch it and when you throw it, that it's as good as it gets.
What is going on?
Holy cow, eagle!
Niklas!
What just happened? 80. On a harp. This is looking really good. Go in? Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
Within even 30 meters. He's giving it a chance. Get it!
Oh,
he did it! What a highlight putt!
Another little showmanship. So cool. Thank you for that.
first impression of Discraft. They were reliable. The plastic had a nice feeling. It was very durable. It seemed that when they were producing discs, they came out more the same. For me, it's just good plastic. This relationship is definitely something that I can build on.
Welcome back to the action. It's playoff time. Samuel Hänninen first on the tee.
Gets a good roller down.
He is going aggressive. He is not getting the best tree kick there, but still in a very good position.
Yeah, he's got a few things there that he might have to contend with, but it looked like it's pretty clear.
Mauri, he has been playing excellent on this hole 4. Can he do it again?
Going D2 forehand. He's got a great forehand. But that's burned, but he gets a good skip anyway.
He's lucky with that
one. It works out really well.
And he's even better than Samuel Hänninen.
Oh, wow. What a great skip. He's lucky that caught edge. It was so low.
Got away with one there for sure. That was a misrelease.
Yeah, that was not his intended line, but he threw it with such force and such an overstable, sharp-edged driver that he was able to get 3 huge skips and massive distance.
Throwing it straight down in the ground and getting that much distance, that's like
it went
unreal.
It went 100 meters after it hit the ground. That's pretty rare.
Rare indeed, and
and lucky.
It's not over yet.
What a great moment for a little bit of luck there for the Estonian.
They are both in great position to collect the birdie here, and this could go on for a while, it feels like.
We'll have to see who can clutch up here and secure that birdie. If they can both do it, we'll be moving on to hole 5.
Samuel Hänninen looked extremely shaky after missing his putt there on hole 18, and of course it feels better to fight your way up to force a playoff than missing to take down the win. So slightly better situation for Mauri Willman maybe. Let's see who's first. Very similar distance, but yeah, Mauri is even closer. Mauri Willman, but first Samuel Hänninen trying to get his first ever European Pro Tour win.
Flex shot, backhand, very overstable disc.
I like this a lot.
It's really good.
And he should as well.
Right there for an easy birdie.
So much pressure on Mauri now.
That was a clean shot. Really perfect angle.
He missed the approach a little bit earlier today on this hole.
And Samuel's put pressure on him here now.
Of course.
He's got to be feeling nerves just the way that tee shot was released. I haven't seen anything like that from him this whole event. So let's see if he can just collect himself. Stay calm.
No. I don't think this is good.
It's not great. It's not great at all.
Worried about this one.
That's going to be hard to find a line through there. He might be able to do it, but it's not a very high percentage putt there. He didn't quite get enough angle or speed on that. It looked like he wanted to kind of flex it a little more, maybe.
A little bit soft. Nervous approach, I think.
Yeah.
That's what we saw.
Yeah.
And Samuel Hänninen must feel quite good right now, knowing that most likely he will be able to make his putt. Mauri, what can you do from circle's edge? But okay, Samuel is not feeling good yet. He's looking nervous.
Look at the size of that gallery. That's pretty impressive. They got him taped off. Crowd control. Here he's got an opening, but it's not.
It's a long one.
No, it's not easy at all.
Ooh.
He's really got to jam it in there. He did really well. Back on hole 3. He was able to really give it a direct line. You know, he's got the ability. Let's just see if he can do it in the moment here when it means so much.
Taking a lot of time. I really like this. It's not stressing it.
No hurry.
Oh, yes! Listen to that.
The gallery erupts with elation. What a clutch putt that was. That was a really difficult lie.
What can you do now, Samuel?
He just stabbed it in there.
Can you respond to that?
That was such a clutch putt from Mauri. I am so impressed with that, and a really great upshot and finish there from here. Just check it out.
World class.
Look at how he has to just jam it in there because there's no space to really let it like move anywhere except a direct line.
That's all wrist.
Total spin.
Yeah.
Just popped it right in there. That was huge.
Ooh, he has missed left a few times, but that was just straight in the basket.
Yeah.
And we're going on to hole 3.
5.
5. Sorry.
Yeah, island hole. Yeah.
Par 3, hole 5. Now I'm getting nervous. I cannot even read anymore.
Too excited to read straight, but yeah, hole 5, the island hole. Try to think back what happened.
Mauri almost aced it yesterday.
Yeah.
He missed the putt here, and I think he got a bogey here earlier this round. And Samuel, I don't even remember. Hole 5. Samuel got a bogey here, and Mauri got a par. So none of them got really good results on hole 5.
That's right.
That's Samuel Hennenen's only bogey for the round. Mauri Willman was bogey-free. The gallery is huge. They are loving it. You heard the reaction when he made that putt. That was something spectacular, and yeah, I should probably just be quiet. Mauri, almost acing this yesterday. Can you do something like that now? No need to ace though, just get yourself close.
Be pretty cool to ace though, wouldn't it? A nice way to end a playoff.
I don't dare to say it.
Walk off ace. It's good. Going a little bit right. Outside circle look.
Another long one.
There's a big chance here now.
Door wide open. I think that's a mid-range. I think he's going to go straight at it. No, that's an approach. It's a zone. It's an approach disc.
Oh,
no.
Don't think that's going to get all the way there. It could be in the circle. No?
Similar distance.
A little putt off from different directions here.
Oh, the duel continues.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Mauri and Samuel Henninen, both from similar distance, trying to take down the first European Pro Tour of the year in Copenhagen.
Oh, how exciting is this?
And it's here on Disc Golf Stream. You can follow these events, and it's always exciting here on Disc Golf Stream and European Pro Tour.
Absolutely, and it's always free. Final round this year, so if you like what you're seeing and want to help support, you can watch earlier rounds. Subscribe at discgolfstream.com. Download the app.
We had a playoff here also last year, but that was for 3rd place. Ville Ahokas took it down. They're on hole 4. Jonas Alto wasn't able to make it that time. But this is for the win. This is something else. Mauri first. Opportunity for him. One Estonian champion already today. Kaidi Alsalu.
Yeah.
Could we get another one?
Also Prodigy sponsored. Here we go. 12.5 meters, about 40 feet. Oh my gracious, what a clutch.
What a feeling. What a feeling.
That was such perfect pace and right.
Where did this putt come
from?
He has been shaky on the putting green today and yesterday. Missing
now,
left.
And it all comes down to this.
Airball.
That'll do it.
Samuel Henninen not able to answer to that.
Mauri Willman.
Mauri Willman, the winner of the first European Pro Tour event of the season here in Copenhagen. After a 2-hole playoff for 21 under par, can you tell us how you feel?
I feel amazing. It's, I have no words.
And well, there must be something. Which discs did you use? What was going through your mind today, being tied for first place going into the third round?
The most used disc was T1, T2, FX2, A5 and PA3. And I just wanted to be safe and on the fairway.
That sounds awesome. And well, what are your plans now, and which tournaments will we be seeing you in next?
Joulumaa Open in Estonia, and after that Belgium Open.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Clearly a little bit shaken there after that big playoff, Mauri Vilman. Well, there is the winning putt.
What a clutch putt from deep. 40-footer for the win. After pushing it from circle's edge on a very difficult putt. What an amazing event we've just witnessed. Congratulations to Mauri.
And we're going to see him again in 2 weeks in Belgium. And I hope we will see Samuel Henninen there as well. And I hope he doesn't feel too disappointed, because amazing weekend for Samuel Henninen as well.
No, I think he can hold his head up really proud. He played really well and pushed it, well into the playoff there. Of course, it hurts a little bit and he'll be disappointed, but he'll be back for more. And he's really shown that he's capable of taking down a big win like this.
It's just a matter of time. I don't know. I'm like feeling weird. I'm feeling happy and like
all the emotions that live disc golf brings.
Exhausted. What a weekend we have had. So much action at this season opener on the European Pro Tour. 2 Estonians taking down wins, and
both sponsored by Prodigy, and both from Estonia. Congratulations to both of them. Really fantastic performances, and just clutch putting there at the end from Mauri.
We didn't know that much about Mauri Vilman before this event. He was a new face to me, and I think for you as well.
Yeah, I haven't watched him play much at all. I was familiar with the name, of course, and but yeah, really happy that we got to watch him so much this weekend, and that we get to see him shine. And what a big breakout win! A new Estonian superstar in the mix.
And the way he was putting, all of a sudden, during the playoff,
when he needed it.
He just kept on missing from that distance during the round, and ending left.
It was just so clutch, to get it done when it counted the most.
Yeah. Oh, big congratulations to Mauri Vilman. I'm feeling a little bit that I'm not doing my best job right now, because I cannot find words, but it's just because
the enthusiasm shines through, my friend. You've done a great job, and we're having a blast here. Really great way to kick off the season.
So many great moments this weekend already. Mauri Vilman, of course, the winner. Samuel Henninen just behind after a playoff. Then Daniel Davidsson, the reigning champion, showing that he is there to fight for wins this year still. Onni Ruusonen coming from nowhere and finding his way up to the 4th place, tying with a teenager Hjalmar Fredriksson. So many great players.
Yeah, such a fun time we've had. Beautiful venue, and the players really showed up and put on a great show for us here.
Only one thing we didn't get to see.
The ace.
When is it gonna come? We were so close, so many
close
times.
Ones for sure. But I mean, look at how many flags we got there in the top 10. There's just, Estonia did really well. They got 3 guys in the top 10, but Hjalte tied for 7th with Matias Vilota. So great to see a local guy get in there, and he's got a super bright future as well.
But please join us on 18th of May in just under 2 weeks in Belgium. I think we will see some aces there.
Hope so. We're definitely going to see some great action, both FPO, MPO, separate streams again. we'll also have that press conference coming to you live on the Thursday, the 18th before. So make sure you tune in for that and hear what the players have to say.
Yeah, that's right. 18th is the press conference. So maybe not any aces on 18th, but 19th. We'll get quite a few, I'm sure of that.
But yeah, I mean, what more can you say? We just got to witness a really thriller result here at the first event of the European season. First stop on the European Pro Tour. Exciting action. It's been a ton of fun to follow it all along. Thank you all for joining us, and thanks to everybody who makes this all happen.
Yeah, big thanks to all of you watching this together with us. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Victor, and all of our partners out there making this possible.
Especially you, all our partners making this possible. I'm having the best job in the world right now. I'm feeling I don't want to be anywhere else.
Me either. We love it here. Yeah, thanks again for everything, and we're going to just leave it at that. We'll be seeing you again in Belgium. Have a great couple weeks, and make sure you spread the word about what's happening here on Disc Golf Stream and how exciting European disc golf can be.
That's it for today and for this week, and be back with us in Belgium. Thank you. My name is Victor Rogestad.
Andrew Gum.
Signing off.